Here at Intoxicated Reviews, we intellectually dissect the art of cinema, scene by scene. Here's some clips.
That's all he is. It's just a fucking big wooden doll full of cum, chasing kids around.
You look up guys who poop in a bag. Because I think that's where you'll find him. Because he is hurt.
It's probably just in your search history anyway, isn't it?
This movie fucking blows.
So don't forget to subscribe to Intoxicated Reviews on all places you find podcasts. Except Spotify. We're working on it.
Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators and Catch Your Predator. Why don't you have a seat right over there and listen to Kyle and Brandon, our podcast. According to my chat logs, Kyle and Brandon have interesting guests.
No, I hated it. Yeah. Everybody's sweaty, everybody's on drugs, so they're super sweaty but also touchy. And then they touch your face, then you leave there, and the next day you have pimples.
Fantastic conversation.
He's underground in a lab, floating in a tank of water, because he almost died.
And most important, no predators.
I made it weird. I made it very weird.
Do not take product if you are hypersensitive.
Oh, hey, Internet. And welcome back to another episode of the Intoxicated Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah McClellan. If you're brand new, this is a comedy variety talk show where I shoot the shit and get personal with comedians, creators, and characters. You guys, I've been dealing with cluster headaches, and it's been absolute hell. So I'm going to do my best to keep this intro short and sweet and get right to this awesome, wacky, fun episode with two awesome people. I'm so excited for this week's guests. Guys, this week on the show, I have a returning guest, one of the Halifax scene's favorite people ever. Jim Temple is on the podcast, and joining him is Vanessa Allen, a new Intoxicated guest. Vanessa and Jim have a very exciting project coming out. They have recorded a sketch comedy EP called Bringing Daddy Back. This was recorded over the lockdown during quarantine. And guys, it's fucking amazing. I was able to listen to a couple tracks before recording with these two awesome people. I think it was so well done. And if you are someone who appreciates sketch comedy, you need to keep this on your radar. When we recorded this episode, Vanessa and Jim thought it would be out earlier than this. Unfortunately, because of COVID fucks everything up. It's going to actually be out a little later than expected. So the date that you want to keep in mind is November 25th. Now, this could change. There's delays because of COVID, but please stay tuned on Intoxicated because I will be sharing when the EP is out. You just got to keep it on your radar. This was such a fun episode. Oh my God. Some wacky shit went down. Some weird stuff went down. But overall, I had a fucking blast. These two are wildly funny and talented. So please follow them on social media and stay up to date with what they're doing. And stay tuned for the EP. I truly feel like this podcast captures so many friendship origins. It's ridiculous. When I had initially asked Jim to come on, he had suggested bringing Vanessa on, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's bring her on. And Vanessa and I are seriously probably soulmates. We have so much in common. We really, really hit it off. We're like soul sisters. So big thank you to Jim Temple for introducing me to another female soulmate, you know, because I could use more of those. But seriously, guys, I loved this. I loved meeting Vanessa. I loved hanging out with both of them. Just a fucking wild time. This is one that I would recommend watching on YouTube. Hopefully the YouTube video will be out by Sunday. I am extremely busy running a conference over the next 2 days, but it's one worth watching. That is what I'll say. I also want to give a quick plug to a show that is happening tomorrow night when this comes out. So that will be Saturday, October 17th, happening in Halifax at L's Bistro. It is the student debt relief show. It is featuring some of the youngest comics in the Halifax scene, including Jim Temple. I'm going to leave a link below to where you can get more information about that and reserve a table if you're interested. Check it out. We're very lucky here in Halifax to be able to do comedy, and there's a bunch of people really hustling and creating a lot of shows so that we can all be entertained. So huge shout out to the L's Bistro Student Debt Relief Show featuring Durham Laporte, Jim Temple, Sam Bartel, Michaela Lever, Mitch Tusnard, Brandon Michael, and it's hosted by Matt Ryan. So check that show out if you want to see some live comedy, literally tomorrow. That's Saturday, October 17th. Okay, guys, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This is already way too long. Make sure you're following Intoxicated on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast, and on Twitter at _Intoxicated. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you do love the show, consider leaving an iTunes rating or review. It always helps the show out. It helps with charting. I would love to chart. Let's chart this bitch. But of course, the best way to get the word out about Intoxicated is to share it with your friends, whether that be on social media or just by telling them to check it out. I'd greatly appreciate it. That's all, guys. Enjoy this week's episode with Jim Temple and Vanessa Allen.
All right.
Are you okay with me using your full name or just Vanessa?
No, Vanessa Allen's fine.
Vanessa Allen?
Yeah.
Perfect. And is that your real name or is that like a
No, it's
comedian?
my real name.
That's your real name.
Yeah, is that not cool?
No,
Like
that's
something-
very cool. But some people have comedy names now.
Yeah.
Quite a
Like
few,
Jim
actually.
Temple?
Or is it
My real name's John Hotwater,
John Hotwater?
and I'm from Ohio.
Are you in it a lot? In a lot of hot water?
Nope, it's just a family name. I don't know what you're referring to.
Jim Temple is a good name, though.
It's all right.
Temple is just a badass last name.
You like it? I don't know. Yeah. Cool. That's good. It's good feedback.
I feel like no one likes their name. It's always greener on the other side, you know?
It is.
Always.
I'm okay with my name, but like whenever I try to like make a handle or like sign up for something, they're like that name's already taken.
Oh, really?
So I have to like be like V Allen 1 2 3 4 or like Nessa or like I don't know.
The Ness.
Have you guys
The
ever
Ness.
met your name twin?
Loch Ness Allen.
Oh, Nessie.
Oh, Nessie.
I would actually love
Old
that
Nessie?
to be
Should I
called
change
Nessie.
My Instagram handle to Old Nessie.
Oh, Nessie.
Old Nessie and the Temps, live on 101
oh my God,
FM.
Old Nessie and the Temps. That does sound like a great band.
Yeah.
What kind of music would they play? Some sort of ska situation?
Or like soul, like funk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be like a knockoff of like I can't name any old soul. The Temptations. There we go.
There you are.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun.
Doing
Have you ever met
covers?
your name twin?
I haven't.
Like the person who has your exact name? I have her on
I've Googled
Facebook.
myself before. I feel like
Really?
everybody
Yeah.
does that.
She was here in
Look up Jim
Halifax,
Temple
Sarah
right now.
McClellan. Same name. Not the same middle name, but same first name and last name. And we worked together at the West End and added each other on Facebook. And every now and then I accidentally tag her in pictures of me. By mistake.
That's fun.
I'm like, shit, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe we should have never met. You know, like this isn't the like the sitcom I wanted it to be, where like we team up and take on the world together.
That sounds so nice, though.
Right?
I
Yeah.
kind of wish it happened. That ended up happening for you.
No.
I didn't know you worked at the Weston.
Yeah, like a long time ago. Like fucking what year would it have been? I worked West End and then I was at Manulife for a bit and then I went to Dal. So that was a while ago. One of the best jobs I ever had though. I worked
Yeah?
in reservations. It was literally just taking like
Reservations.
hotel reservations on the phone and like just setting up the rooms, assigning rooms, and like sending amenities to rooms. Like if someone's like, "It's my anniversary," like I would like send flowers
Here's
to their room.
From Sarah McClellan.
It was so fun. It was so cushy and fun. Like didn't pay very well, but
Yeah.
But in terms of like when I look back at my life, I'm like, oh, that's when the last time I wasn't stressed with work stuff.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I was actually having this conversation with somebody the other day, and I was telling them about when I worked at this like novelty joke store for like 2
Ooh.
years full time. It was like a family-run business, and it was called Happy Days, and it was spelled like Days was spelled DAZE.
Fucking
So you
love
kind of
that.
like got the vibe of what
Like
we
Days
were
Don't
Was
you
this the
use-
place that also sold like the aggressive sex toys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold sex toys, but like they couldn't be like graphic because we were in a mall, so they had to be like dolphins or like
Right.
garden gnomes.
Oh my god, I have a
That's
gnome
it.
one.
Why?
You from
Okay,
gnome?
I don't mean to make this weird, but I do
Nope.
have a gnome vibrator that has been cleaned. I think I've only used it once in my whole life.
And
if you want to use it for a bit, you're welcome to have it. Okay, I made it.
I'm like the sex toy comedian now.
I made it weird. I made it very weird. At least I admitted that I used it once.
Wait, Sarah, why did you only use it once? Did it scare you?
Curiosity.
Yeah.
It's like a little gnome, and his hat is curved, and his nose goes out. So like
the nose part vibrate?
Yeah.
Can we?
I think I sold
see
that.
it?
Should I go get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would this be
you
weird?
said it's clean.
Yeah, it's clean. It is. Yeah.
I could, and also Jim, if you literally want it, I'll disinfect the. Like if you
Wait, why are you giving it to Jim? I might want it.
Yeah.
I think I'll get more use out of it.
I feel like this is gonna scare me.
Yeah, no, this is terrifying. But
This is
I
terrifying.
asked for it.
A gnome. Who wants a gnome inside them? Oof.
I don't know. There's a market for everything, right?
Yep. You're not wrong. You gotta make money somehow.
Yeah.
Literally, this is how old this thing is. It's been like in my bottom drawer.
Oh, I'm happy you. I happy you followed with drawer on that.
I brought two because there's another one that I won that I've never used. I won this at a party, but this is the gnome one.
That was terrible. Oh, we sold that. We sold that one. Yeah.
You sold this?
Yeah. You promise it's clean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than the weird drawer dust.
No, we sold this guy. Yeah. Is that the original box that came in?
Dude, what the fuck?
You shall not pass.
There's something else in here, Sarah.
This is the other toy. So this is the, it's a weird duck
Tickling
thing.
D.
Yeah.
Tickling D.
And I still don't really understand how to use it.
Well, maybe we can find out.
Well, this podcast got weird.
It's just
officially. Does he still work? I don't think.
That's so scary. Why would you?
I don't know, and that's why I couldn't get into it. It was given to me as a joke gift from a friend.
I was gonna say you didn't go get that.
No, like
hey, I'm
two friends
out.
of mine got it for me, and I think just to be like, LOL, here's a sex toy. But that I think I just used it once for curiosity. And I was like, this is too weird. It's this weird thing.
Did you hear like the Travelocity note in your head?
I don't think there's batteries in it. I was gonna say the shop that you worked at, was it like a San Francisco situation?
Yes.
Do you remember San Francisco?
Yeah, so we had like comic book paraphernalia, like t-shirts, posters, but also at the very back of the store, like all the weird vibrators and like penis necklaces and stuff like that.
Isn't that the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna have nightmares about this.
Look at that face.
Oh, and it's like the nose is for like the clit, right? That's a gnome's nose on your clit. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's a nuts thing to me.
I don't know. Yeah, it's very, very weird.
Sorry, not to like kink shame you.
No, you ain't kink shaming me. Yeah. That thing freaked me out so much, and I think I just couldn't throw it away because I was like, still found it so funny.
Well, now we get to use it today, so you're kind of monetizing it
full
a little
circle.
bit. Yeah,
it's all coming together. Yeah. Let's open this fucking episode. Holy shit! Freaking 15-minute open.
Can we use?
All recorded,
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been recording.
Oh, perfect.
We're gonna use some of the gnome stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Did, right? Okay,
cool. Yeah. That's all staying in, baby. Guys, I'm so excited to be here today on the Intoxicated Podcast. Very, very excited to bring back a returning guest, one of the favorites, I would say, of the Halifax comedy scene.
Oh, stop
Jim
it.
Temple is here.
How's it going?
Welcome back, buddy.
It will go to my head.
And we also have Vanessa Allen.
Hello,
welcome. Brand new Intoxicated Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spanking new. And welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the podcast. This is what we do in the show. Sometimes we break out old vibrators that have been in my drawer for years.
So you've done this before?
Trying to think. I
Yeah,
probably.
but not on a podcast.
Oh yeah, with Andrew. I must have broken out something before. I've been doing this for like over 3 years. There's got to be like at some episode
The dildo's got to come
I've
out
done
at one
that.
point.
I mean, like I did that like women's splaining episode with Andrew Vaughn where we like talked a lot about like women's products and stuff. I don't think we brought out any sex toys though, but we did pull them up on the screen and we screen shared.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that kind of counts. But this was real in the flesh. Vibrators.
Yeah,
these are real
segued
things.
you into that though.
Yeah, we did ask you to go get the gnome
As soon as Jim
vibrator.
was like, "Can you go?
Can we see?
Can you?" And I was like, "If you want, all right, let's
There's
do
not
that."
too many times that I tell the story of me working at a joke store where I sold garter gnome shaped dildos and then somebody actually had one. Like that never happens. People think that they don't. Show it up farther, Sarah. Lift it up to the camera.
Dude.
Yeah, like they
Oh
exist.
my god.
These
You
exist.
shall not pass.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. Anyone?
Yeah.
Oh
think of all.
man, it's wild. But welcome to the podcast, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
we gotta. This is a weird transition, but we gotta talk about what the. You guys have something really cool coming out, and we're not gonna waste any fucking time. We're not gonna make people wait to the end of the episode to hear about it. We're gonna talk about it right now, so everyone knows what you guys are doing. What do you guys have coming out?
Do you wanna
14th.
take it away?
Shared project.
It's share with the class. It's a sketch comedy EP album where we have 6 audio comedy sketches. We're calling it we're bringing Daddy back, and that becomes more clear as you listen to it. But it's fun. It was a fun thing to make with my good comedy friend Vanessa Allen.
Oh,
And we're excited.
We were really bored in the pandemic.
Yeah, that's
Did you
mainly.
do it over the pandemic? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of
I
like.
think we started writing in what? End of May, early June? We started
Yeah,
writing?
maybe even a bit
Because
before
our
that.
university career got cut short, and then we're like,
Yeah,
we
we were-
feel aimless.
we're
Let's-
both in the same theater acting program at Dow.
Nice. But yeah, no, it's number one, I listened to a few of the tracks today, and it is so well done. And why I asked you guys if it was visual was because it felt visual. Like the sound, like all of the sound elements that you had incorporated into it, like was so well done. I gotta know, like, how did you actually record this? Like, was it professionally done? Like, what did
Absolutely not.
No,
Oh my
yeah,
god, it's
it's
sick.
very.
Well, listen,
very
that's
bunk.
even better because it sounds professional.
Yeah.
So the sound quality that you're touching on has to go to a big shout out to Alex Sinclair, who graduated from the technical program in the theater program at Dell. We were in the acting program, and he was in New Brunswick while we were recording in Halifax, and we sent him all of our tracks, and we're like, make it look like we know what we're doing. And he did just that. So Jim
100%.
and I,
He made it.
yeah,
Like,
he definitely elevated, because it was just Jim and I with 2 microphones, and what was that machine that they were plugged into?
Yamaha. It was Brandon Michaels' recording equipment.
Oh, nice. Like the Yamaha mixer?
Yes.
Very
We had to like
nice.
look up how to like use it
Yeah,
a couple
it
times.
was
like-
trial and error.
Listen, like I just use an interface, which is like, here are our levels and mics. Like it's like a simple version of a mixer. I'm actually I'm in the process of getting a bunch of new equipment. Like I'm trying to save, but the mixer thing. Every time I look at a mixer, I'm just like, I am overwhelmed and I don't know what to do. I don't know what does what.
There were a lot of knobs. We called your dad a
My
couple
dad-
times.
Whole lot of knobs, kind of like the Halifax comedy scene.
Hey,
Am
ow!
I
Ha
right? Jokes.
A
Yeah,
few
I think you
friendly jabs here and there.
Ring the
great.
bell with the gnome.
Oh my god, that's the new
Like a
war
gravel.
cry. Oh my god, I can't believe this is on the table. This is the weirdest.
It's fucking nuts. This is honestly the scariest thing I've ever seen about my life. I don't think I'm ever gonna have
sorry,
sex
Jim.
again.
It's very nostalgic for me. It brings me back to my early 20s when I worked at.
Holy
Yeah, this
shit.
gnome dildo brings me back to my early 20s. Better days.
Happy days.
That's so fucking funny. But no, seriously, guys, it's so well done. I was telling Jim, like, I actually laughed out loud a bunch of times.
Thank you.
And I think if this is a starting point for something, fucking keep going. You know, like just keep on. But I want to know. So this is kind of like a little partnership here. How did this start? Like, how did this friendship start? This like kind of partnership into like being like comedy partners. Is comedy partners the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy duo. I like comedy duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes us sound very like vaudeville.
Like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Three Stooges act. Yeah.
Hanging off the stage.
We're just
That's
slipping
right.
on bananas and shit.
So we were in the acting program for 3 years, 4 years? Seems
Yeah.
like forever.
Yeah.
And we both have a love for comedy and like absurd comedy and sketch comedy, and like I've always wanted to do sketch comedy, but I've never had the outlet to do it or like know where to start.
Oh my gosh.
And I've never really written anything before. So for our final project in school, which is it's called the Bridge Project, our professor was like, if you had all the money in the world to do anything creatively that you wanted to do, what would you do? And like, how would you do it? So Jim and I paired up and we're like, do you want to try and write sketch comedy? Are we even going to be good at this? We don't really know what we're doing.
Right.
I just know I'm a huge, like SNL fan, Kids in the Hall, like old school, like sketch comedy kind of vibes.
And I like Garfield.
Yeah, Jim's a big.
I'm a huge Garfield guy.
South Park fan.
I owe everything to Jim Davis.
And did you actually get money to do it, or?
No, so
I was hoping the story was going, and then we got tons of money, and here we go.
$100,000 to make a motion picture.
No, but we
No.
did have to present it in front of our whole class and like esteemed professors.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
and
some of
our sketches involved like shit in your pants.
Oh
yeah, we had one.
Oh my god.
We had one called Dartmouth Shirt Guy, which is like Halifax Glove Guy, but for Dartmouth. And when he picks you up, he just shirts in the car.
But first, before he shirts in the car, he gets the people to put on headphones.
Yeah,
Tell that bit.
Oh my god.
he's hey, do you want to listen to this unreleased Matt Mays track?
And then he's like, before.
What's
they
he playing on it?
realize-
What's actually like playing in it?
Before they quickly realize it's a recording of me playing my fiddle in my garage, I loudly shart in my pants.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Good, top notch.
And then we had our
intellectual.
friend Jacob, who was also in the program, do the fart noise like in his hands behind us.
Jacob Hemphill, esteemed
Sure,
PI
in
actor.
his hands.
In
That's what we're
his,
saying.
yeah, in his hands.
Yeah.
We're like, how did he get the smell so right? It's just making noise.
Yeah. We actually had him shart at the.
Yeah, we made our
Holy
friend shit our pants for the sake of our project.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do for art. That's,
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's part of the game.
Jacob's willing to do it.
That's some like Eric Andre shit, you know? He like pulls his little.
Have you ever
pee-pee
seen
out.
Eric Andre live?
No, but I hear he like gets naked and then he like tucks his penis back.
So I saw him at a Pop Explosion show with Heidi Brander.
He was
Heidi
here?
Brander, yeah, Heidi Brander was on it too. It was at the Atlantica years and years and years ago. Must have been like 4 or 5 years ago, honestly. And it was pretty fucking wild. And he got naked. He did like the mangina.
Oh, like
thing.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and it was like I do truly fucking love stuff like that. I think it's
Yeah.
I'm like first of all, like the sketch comedy thing, I do think that there is a weird void for that here.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of people doing sketch.
No, there was
Yeah,
Picnic Face
there's
for a
Picnic
while.
Face, and there's like Hello City, but they're mainly like improv.
Improv, which is a different whole different thing,
scares
right?
the crap out of me. I admire improv, and I'm almost jealous of the people that do it.
Me
So
too.
I want to do it, but I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
Sketch
100%.
is a little bit more structured, and there's room for improv, but you have kind of a
And sketch is
outline.
really like it's all encompassing. So like when you're doing a sketch, like you have to think about various elements. You have to think about how it looks and how it sounds. Like whereas like, you know, with stand up and improv, it's like, yeah, okay, we got a mic, let's go. Like
Yeah.
let's
do
do
it.
this.
and there's like kind of like a narrative structure around sketch too. Like you got to make sure it kind of comes full circle. Like there's a story. And
love
like
that.
I think when we like first started writing, we're like, yeah, these are just funny ideas, and I'm like, but it has to like end. Like it
has to
like,
come
Yeah.
together.
back to the
Yeah, we like wanted when we started, we were like, yeah, we can finish this up in like a month, and it's been like about 5 or 6 months, I
Isn't
guess.
that crazy?
To try and do this,
And
yeah.
that's why it's so wild, like what Picnic Face did. Like they truly, it was like a year or two of just like they were it. You know, like they were in
Yeah.
Halifax, and like they did shows that like were sold out, like lines up around the block.
Yeah,
Like
Partis Parker told me they would do like a new 30-minute show every week.
Yeah.
And that's
Isn't that insane?
Nuts to me. That's
crazy. It's crazy. And that you really haven't seen anything to that level since.
Yeah.
Not here in Halifax, anyway.
No, there's not a lot of like sketch comedy happening, and we were also trying to figure out, with the pandemic, you making something that is like socially distanced and safe to do.
Yeah.
Because,
that's true. Yeah.
Because like our original project was like a live sketch show, so it was like 20 minutes of sketches. And our professor was like, "You guys really have something here. Like, keep going with it." And I was like, "Really?"
Yeah,
This
shout
is
out to Matthew Walker.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Walker for believing in us.
Professor Entail. I don't know if he wants a shout out in this, but I am giving it
Oh, hell yeah.
to ya.
Yeah.
Hell
He was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, no, you guys have something here. You can really make it happen." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "You think we're funny?"
Well,
Matt, you think me? Really?
You need those people in your life to push you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with creative things, sometimes like there's just so much just like insecurity and like, I don't like, I like this, but like, will other people like this? And so you just
Exactly.
need those like little voices to be like, yes, do it.
Yes.
Or like, yes, try it. You know?
Especially
Like,
with comedy. Like,
Oh my
it's
God.
Such a vulnerable. I know, like, you recently did stand-up, didn't
just
you?
starting brand new.
She's hitting the scene hard.
Jim brought me up my first set.
Oh, nice.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's just such a wild thing to do. It's a wild fucking insane thing to do. Any type of comedy is, like you said, it's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
And stand up, I think, is the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Depending on
absolutely.
your style, obviously. But I mean, it's just vulnerable in general. But it is truly such an insane thing to get up and yell at people.
You just gotta become numb to it all.
Which is crazy because I really have just started going, why not? Who cares? Let's do this. Like that's kind of the like
Yeah.
when I
That's
have
the
a
best
joke
way.
when I have a joke that I think there's something there, I'm just like, yeah, let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
They don't laugh. That's
And
the
like
worst
the thing
thing.
with like being like theater students, like with comedy, you're like going to expect people to laugh because you're like, I'm in a comedy or I'm doing, so you're expecting that reaction. Whereas if you're like in a sad, dramatic scene, you're like, oh, maybe they're just quiet because they're like really taking this in. But with like comedy, it's like very like you're
That's right.
expecting it, you're expecting the reaction. and
Which
you don't
theater
get it.
people do. They really like to.
Yeah, they really like to think about things.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Why did he shart
But
in
our
the car?
professors were laughing at Shark Eye. We were really worried about it.
Yeah,
They're like, these esteemed theater professionals are gonna see us just like pooping our pants, and they were laughing. And that was,
Susan
like, all I
Stackhouse,
wanted.
one of the most prestigious like
love
voice
you, Susan.
big shout out to Susan Stackhouse, one of the most prestigious voice professors in the
country.
Wow, she would not like that I didn't do vocal warm-ups before this.
Oh,
We're using mics. It's fine.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask
We don't
about
have to use our
vocal
diaphragm.
warm-ups.
New York, unique
because
New York.
You're both actors, right? Actors? Yeah, you're both actors. So yeah, what kinds of like vocal warm-ups are good to do before you're performing?
Sally sold seashells. See, like I
Do
didn't.
you do it? Okay, for you, do you do it before stand-up?
Yeah,
you?
yeah, especially if I'm
He
like.
did it before we were recording our comedy things. He was like lying on my floor doing heavy breathing, and I was like, I'm just gonna chug some wine.
Yeah.
That was my vocal. Sorry, Susan.
Sorry, Sue. What you gotta do is let all the air go into your diaphragm first.
So what does that mean? Into your diaphragm. Where's my diaphragm?
I still don't
So
really
it's like
know.
in kind of your stomach area.
Stomach, because there's stomach, lungs, and throat, right? Like, is that like where?
So your diaphragm is a muscle that like, oh my gosh, am I gonna say this wrong? I'm gonna reverse it. When you breathe, it lowers or
I mean, you want to try and get the air as low into
yeah,
your
it
stomach
lowers
as
when you
possible.
breathe, and so it's a muscle that kind of like allows more air to fill up your lungs and your abdominal cavity.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's something she does. That's like an exercise she does. She's just like,
oh dear, oh dear,
oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Like
So
as you're
instead
breathing
of,
out.
Instead of
Yeah.
like, I guess an easier way to be like, instead of taking like breaths up here, like in your chest, just try and get it like deep in your belly. Like,
Yeah,
Right,
because
okay.
then it
It's
resonates
like,
better.
You know when you breathe and you feel your belly going out, like that's your diaphragm working. So that's
Right.
what you want.
Yeah,
Big belly breath.
that's so interesting.
Big belly breath.
Big belly breath.
I watch a lot of videos.
I just remember Susan walking into class like, who's ready for that big belly breath?
Just like rubs our bellies.
Has her cowboy hat on. She's like, yeehaw! Big belly breath time! And then we all eat ribs after.
I feel like I need to find cartoons of all that imagery and put under here. I watch a lot of like vocal coach reactions. Like a lot of vocal coaches will do YouTube videos like reacting to singers.
Right.
And I always hear about like this thing called like you have your head voice, and like there's different types of voices, and it's like all dependent on like where the air comes from apparently.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I we had to take singing lessons.
Did you have to?
Yeah, we had to take a semester of singing. I went into it and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm tone deaf to the singing professor who's like an opera singer and who's sang like all over the world. He's like, no. He's like, that's not really a thing. People aren't really tone deaf. He's like, yeah, just try, yeah. Yeah, he did. He's like,
Well, I believe him. No. So not you specifically. I was like, as a concept. All right, I'm an asshole. I'm coming off as a. Anyways, continue.
Well, he tried to like make me like he's like, no, just like match this note, and he'd play like a key on the piano.
Okay.
And I'd sing it. He'd be like, this one. And I'd sing it, and he'd be like, okay. like I was literally like his project child. And he was like, okay. He's like, so you're starting from a different place than your classmates. And I was like, that's great.
Is there a way we can test this right now? Is
No.
Is there like a YouTube video where like we can look at like key testing or something? Because I'm curious about myself. Because I don't know. I truly don't.
Let's do it.
He's like, you just gotta train your ear.
Find your vocal range in 1 minute.
Oh my god.
Should we try this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's turn on the display capture.
E2.
This can be an interactive podcast sometimes, everybody.
Yeah, try this at home.
Yeah, this is find your vocal range in 1 minute on.
Oh, I thought these were lyrics. I thought we had
Sing down your scale until you can't go any lower.
Write down the last note you can sing comfortably. What does it mean, sing down the scale?
I don't know. Who made this? This looks like a high schooler who made this PowerPoint. You're just drooling on the
What has happened?
And that's what our degree's in.
My friend Liz is crazy.
Liz, we have an audience member. Like just dying over
have
here.
one audience member, and she is actually a singer. She can sing.
Are you actually a singer? No.
Yeah.
I
She
legit
is.
would love to take vocal lessons. Like I even just to like learn the basics. Just the basics.
I feel like this YouTube video is
This
not
is all
the
you
place
need.
to
Because every now and then I'll be like singing along to a song, like with my headphones in. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm good. And then I'll find the karaoke version on YouTube and I go, oh, I'm not. I can't do this
So
at all.
even though I'm pretty sure I'm tone deaf, I love karaoke.
Do you?
I love
Fuck
it.
yeah.
The worst karaoke though that I ever did was R. Kelly's remix to Ignition. I was so drunk.
Can't do that nowadays.
Yeah, because I was like, I know this song off by heart. Because like everybody like thinks they know remix to Ignition off by heart. I did not know a single word.
You didn't?
No, I was very intoxicated.
Ooh.
Hey!
I love a name drop.
Hey!
I feel like everywhere you go now there should be some sort of dildo or something.
I'm just the dildo comic. Whoop, it's Jim. I'm the carrot top of dildos.
I'll bring it on the ambulance with me.
I truly, Jim,
Traumatizing.
I'll never forget when you cracked that out. Because I was, first of all, shocked at how sturdy and big that thing is. I mean, true. Like, have you seen it?
You've seen
Yeah,
it,
it
right?
was on the back of your door.
Yeah, I use it as a doorstop at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the front door.
He
It's
came to show me his new place, and it was just stuck on the back of the door, so the door can only open not that wide. 'cause it's
yeah,
so
it actually
big.
makes it difficult for
It's so
people to
big.
enter the apartment.
That's wild. Do you have roommates? Like, do they approve of that or what?
It was his idea. He was like, let's put it on the door.
What? Okay, I gotta know. What made you think of doing that? I have to ask, Jim.
I still haven't seen the dildo bit.
You haven't?
So fucking funny.
You're like, oh, well, I got one right here.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just see like a lot of straight white male comics talking about penises all the time. And I was like, I don't know. This would be a funny way to make fun of that, I guess.
Yes, it would. And it is hilarious. But the fact that you went to
I like how we're going inside the actor's studio on my
$80
dildo.
for
Yeah,
it.
I did. Yeah.
And I would think, like, just looking at it, I was like, only 80? Like, honestly, I would have.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Because sex
Really?
toys
Do you guys
are
wanna buy
not
it?
cheap. Like, I bought 2 one day, and I treated
well-
myself, and I was like, I spent too much money on these things. Like, because they're all, like, over $100. Like, the
Yeah.
good ones for women, anyway. You know?
Yeah, plus some.
So,
Sarah and I will fight over it.
if he dies, one of us gets it.
Yeah, exactly. Put it in our in
My
choose your
only
favorite
living
and
will
put
and
us in your
testament
will.
is that you guys have to fight for the dildo.
Yeah.
I freaking love that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But Vanessa, are you a single gal?
I am a single gal.
Single
yes.
gal.
Yeah, I
Okay,
am.
so we both have equal rights to this dildo. Pretty much.
Exactly. And I'm eyeing this garden gnome thing now. Like, it's not looking that bad anymore.
This thing's so
Oh my
fucked.
god, that's
Oh my
so
God.
fucking
Like,
funny.
once this bottle of wine's done,
Honestly, I don't want them. You guys can take them. If you guys want them, you can fucking take them.
I don't.
Truly.
Speaking of single gal, there is a track. Did you listen to the Bumble date track at all?
I didn't. Yeah, because I
Didn't hear Bumble
didn't
one.
send her the
But
finish.
But that gives me something to look forward to when it comes out.
It is
Yeah.
it's worth it. I think it's
Is
one of my
it?
favorite tracks. It's just talks about my a very bad Bumble date that I went on. But then
really?
Jim and I reenact what happened on the date with me telling the story in real time. So there's like flashbacks.
I love that.
It's quite funny. Yeah, it's my favorite. I also have a few more sketches that I can write about bad dates.
Have you
Yeah.
been like using the apps on chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you?
I love when I ask that question, no one's ever like, yeah, I'm on the apps. Like everyone just goes, yeah. like no one ever answers that question with any positivity whatsoever. I'm on and off always. Like
Yeah,
I've been
same.
single
But
for like
you,
almost a
delete them.
decade. So like it's just
too.
like really? Almost a
We just
decade?
became best friends again.
Shut the fuck up. Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of
Like,
people
I
who've
think
been that single for that long.
Yeah.
Like
Yay.
the saddest bonding moment I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But
I
like,
think what was sadder was you guys fighting over the gnome dildo. At least creepier,
that's
man.
another
Like, this
joke
fuck.
I'm working on, which is like, and again, it's a typical one, so it is about dating and shit. But it's like, I bet you I can out single all of you in here. Like here's the level of single that I'm. But like this is the level of single that I am. I just bought a book of spells. Okay, like that's how single I
Okay,
am.
Sarah,
Is
I'm
that
gonna top
what
you.
that is?
No, these are tarot cards. We
Okay,
can get
yeah,
into these
Sarah,
later, too.
I'm gonna top you. I just signed up for an online tarot card reading.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
But
Like a free one, but then they're like, oh, here's your free reading. But then you have to pay $84 if you want your more in-depth reading.
all right, we're gonna be friends because I have a friend who just launched a tarot card business and she's really fucking good. And I was
the one who's trying to take my money.
no, but I can hook you up in person with somebody who's really fucking good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I was
like
thinking-
how I like these vibes right now, like these
This
single
is
vibes.
this is cute. As
Yeah,
I
fuck,
truly
dude. Yeah.
like I truly thought about having a Halloween party called like the Coven where I invite like all my awesome female girls and have her come and give readings.
Yes.
So
I'm all about
have,
witchy vibes,
Yeah.
especially in October.
You
the
too, if
dark
you're into
lipstick
it.
comes out.
You're into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a phenomenon. Like the spooky bitch season, how it's like the leaves fall
Yeah.
and bam, girls are like wearing dark lipstick. We're all drinking pumpkin spice,
You
everything.
can't see the shape of my body under my chunky sweater. You know
Yeah.
what's under this.
We
It's a
got
mystery.
fucking sweaters. People dye their hair darker. Like it's just like you're either
We
a
come
spooky
into
bitch
our
or
like
you're not.
womanness.
Yes,
Like, and
we
there was
do.
a full moon the other night.
And apparently there's a full moon on Halloween,
Fuck yeah. Let's get spooky in
and
here.
it's on a Saturday this year.
Yeah, it's pretty
There's
crazy.
too many signs that this
I've seen a
Halloween's
bunch of
gonna be
posts
amazing.
about
Yeah.
I also went to a psychic not too long ago, last year. And her name is Edna, and she's in Kentville. And
I've heard of this person.
she's like actually like world famous.
yeah.
And she's just like this quirky older woman, and there's like, not to got a bunch of garden gnomes on her lawn. Like I pulled up and there's just garden gnomes everywhere, wind chimes, and you knew she was legit. You pull up to the house, you just see all the stuff in the garden. You're like, this is it. Like if I'm a skeptic, like I don't like I'm not fully invested, but like. It's fun to go. And
that's
see.
right. You're open, but you're not.
I'm open, but I'm not 100%.
Yes,
like,
which is the best kind of person, I think.
Yes,
truly. Like,
thank you.
Yeah. I think it has to be taken with some level of like grain of salt.
Yeah, absolutely.
As with anything. Like I actually, after you guys, so on Thursday I'm recording with my friend who has the tarot card business and Adrian Gabriel.
Oh, nice.
And we're gonna do a reading on the podcast. We're gonna talk about readings and and we're gonna kind of debunk like all of the myths about like how girls are just like they just buy right into it and they like
no,
and how really it's more about like readings really just like they give you questions about your life to think about. They give you, although I had a tea leaf reading recently that was essentially just like, oh, there's 4 hearts in your life, and this third one that you're on now, he's not the one. So I was just like, oh, great.
Yeah, you're like, I'm texting him right now. Thank you so much.
And then they're like, oh, the next one coming. Like essentially they were just like, it's not going to be a perfect relationship, and it's not going to be an equal 50-50 give and take. And I'm like, oh, fabulous, great. It better not be me doing the extra work because I'm okay with it.
Fair share of extra work.
I'm okay with it if it's I give less and he gives more, but the other way around, not happening. I work too
Mama
hard
just
on
needs
everything
to be
else.
taken care of for a little bit.
That's what it
Just-
is.
Mama.
Jim,
Like when you go into mama mode and she like refers to herself as mama.
mama mode.
Yeah, you know that's half a bottle of Bodacious speaking when Mama comes
Yeah.
out. That's my alter ego is Mama.
Mama's coming.
Mama's coming out.
Like you need
Belly breaths.
Oh my gosh, belly breaths.
Belly
breaths.
But yeah, no, I've been single for 10 years, but I always am like, oh, maybe I'm just like not settling and like have that thought in my head and I'm like, nah, I'm just super lonely.
Oh my god, we are the same. I'm sorry, Jem, this is my last girly thing I'm gonna ask her.
I'm just happy to be here. This is great.
When is your birthday?
April 14th, 1990.
You're an Aries?
I am. What are you?
I'm a Pisces.
Okay, are we not compatible? Because I saw the look in your eyes and you're like, oh, you're an
No,
Aries.
the reason I did that look is I want to, like, I love Aries people. I feel like I'm drawn to Aries people.
Yeah.
And also, like, I feel like I'm kind of Aries-esque. And when I got my chart done, I was like, I bet you I'm an Aries rising, because your rising sign is like what you act outwardly to the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet you I'm an Aries rising. I found I was a fucking Taurus, which were like the
Tauruses.
Tauruses are just like stubborn people who like to eat and fucking masturbate all day. Like literally, that's.
Is my rising sign a Taurus?
We're like the
that's kind
right?
of me.
And I hated it. Like I hated it at first, and then I was reading more into it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally a Taurus.
What are you? What sign are you?
Oh gosh.
I
know your sign.
Aquarius.
Oh, you're with Chris Halef in the Aquarius Club.
Yeah. What do I do? What's my thing?
Unconventional, a little bit detached. A little bit. Yeah, Aquarius people are like really unique, smart, intelligent. I'm really speaking out of my ass. Like I know a lot about certain signs. There's other signs that I like don't know too much about. But with Aquarius, like all I know is that and I can see it in Chris too. Like he's very smart and intelligent, but he does have a tendency to disconnect emotionally. But it's because you're in your own realm. You know?
Yeah, that's my number
Do you
one
find that?
comment about Chris Alef is disconnected emotionally.
Deflection.
That's exactly right. Right? He just deflected it. That's such an Aquarius thing to do. But with Chris, it's like I think he's getting there because I keep checking in with him, like on his new relationship. I'm just like, so how are you feeling? Are you communicating with her? Because I also really like his girlfriend, so I'm really invested in this relationship.
Chris, are you communicating with her?
Yeah.
Chris, do you know her love language? What's her love language?
Yes, find that out right now. Fucking love that stuff. That's so funny.
Too.
So I can totally see you as an Aquarius, especially in your comedy, because your comedy is very different.
Yeah.
Would you say? Is that weird for me to say that?
No, yeah, that's what I'm going for with the dildo and everything.
You're on the absurdist realm of things.
Yeah, that's what I like.
That's
that's why I like Eric Andre and that kind of stuff
Tim
so
Robinson,
much.
That kind of, and that's kind of what our sketch album was we were kind of going towards.
Going for.
But I feel like you got to kind of start a little less absurd and then build into that. I don't know.
It's kind of like
Me personally?
it's kind of like when you do dirty stuff. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't just be dirty. Although
Yeah.
I have done that sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it pays off. Sometimes we're like, whoa, this girl's just really fucking going for it.
Yeah.
But you have to like lead people into your world, kind of thing. And I think like especially with your stand up, you do a good job of that.
Try to, yeah.
You do a good job of that.
Because your crowd work lately has been fucking on fire, man. Holy shit.
There's peaks and valleys, yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, do I ring the bell for something like that?
Absolutely, that's a yes bell.
Yes.
Was that like your intent? Like, did you go into things intending to like try to touch the crowd more, or like?
Yeah, I was like, the first like 6 months I was trying to work on crowd work, I sucked at it, and then I guess more okay with it now. But also, you know, I did a show this weekend where I was like, it was just like 3 people, and I was just like, what are your names? What do you do?
Is this in Windsor?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they were like, fuck.
Oh, the Windsor show. Oh,
Yeah.
how was it?
Travis like ripped it up. He killed it. And
For the 3 people.
yeah. Well, it was more by that time. Hosting's a whole different beast. It's hard, and like sometimes it like, yeah, I don't know, because I being like that kind of like absurdist and also being a host you gotta figure out a way to like make them comfortable first with you instead of just being like, I eat my own shit. You know my famous I eat my own shit bit.
You're totally right, but I gotta say, I commend people like you at least starting to try hosting and getting into it, because you just gotta fucking you just gotta do it. And
Yeah, it
you'll
is,
learn
like,
along the way.
It's comedy on hard mode, and it does help you like, you know, once you kind of figure out how to do that, it is helpful to you in your career.
Hosting certainly isn't easy. I do not envy that type of like MC hosting role.
I emceed my friend's wedding once.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was
god.
very intoxicated.
Were you drunk before the,
Oh, yeah,
the MC?
My friend brought like a Mickey of whiskey in her. So a school bus picked us up from the Maritime Center downtown and drove us to some barn in Windsor for the wedding.
Which sounds so rapey when you think about it. I went in the school bus and we ended up in a barn.
We ended up in a barn with gravel. Yeah, she had like flip-flops for us set out because she knew we'd all be wearing like our fancy heels in this barn.
That's such a Pinterest wedding. I can already see it.
Yeah, like little teacups with our names like on them for where we were sitting. Very cute. Best wedding I've ever been to. But we were like in this school bus with this like old school bus driver with this like massive like ZZ Top beard and just like bumping down the roads to like Windsor and just we were chugging the whiskey and I went up to go do my speech and I was like, oh fuck. Those were like the only words. Like it's like this is gonna be
Here we go.
nice. Yeah.
I think I did the same thing at Windsor.
I tried to plug that I was single in my MC speech. I'm like, being a single gal from Halifax, and then nobody said anything. I was like, single gal from Halifax.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, exactly. Why am I not getting more reactions?
You have to do it at this
no one
age.
interested?
Because at this, and you must know, at this point, people have stopped trying to set us up.
Exactly.
So
like,
what the
you're
fuck are we to
30,
do?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we to do?
Exactly.
We gotta, exactly. You gotta.
My mom's always like, I have nice friends with other lonely old 30-year-old sons, and I'm like, no.
Other lonely.
Yeah. But my mom's always like, but also though, sometimes like being single and watching your friends be in other relationships, you see how you don't want that too.
Yeah,
like,
very
I have
true.
so many friends who I'm like, wow.
Name them.
Name them right now.
No, but like it's true. Like they just call me with things, and you see it from an objective perspective, and you're like, you're just being with someone because you want to be with someone, not because this is like a compatible relationship.
That's right.
So I'm like, am I just holding out? Am I being the smart one?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But then, yeah.
No, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we have no choice.
Yeah.
It's not about the journey. It's about the destination.
Yes.
We got there. We got there. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
how.
these are all just like euphemisms that I'm like telling myself to make myself feel better. I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to be in a settling relationship. I'm above that.
Like what I always think about, like, so I've learned a lot about myself being single because I've had no choice.
Yeah.
like you're just.
If you guys start your own podcast, you're gonna hit a market really well.
You've sparked a good connection, Jim.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm gonna throw it back to you because you're listening to two of us go on about being single. What advice?
I love it.
What advice do you have as a man of 22, hearing it from our like perspective with dating? What should we do?
Yeah.
What advice do I have for you
To make the
guys?
situation better for us.
Oh,
Like, is there any
fucking
tips?
shit, dude.
Any tips? Like any, or should we just keep being our fabulous selves? And
Should we just
yeah,
fucking
just-
garden gnomes?
More garden gnome dildos.
should we lower our age ranges on
If I'm being
on
real,
dating apps? No.
if I'm being real, don't get rid of this thing. Like, this is fucked. That's crazy.
In
The
all
nose
fairness-
goes on the clit. That's fucking
In all fairness,
nuts.
this is on the bottom drawer of my nightside table. No guys will ever see this.
I hope they do, though.
Yeah, it's kind of
I don't even think like my
What if
hookup
you
buddy
like
has
find
seen
one guy and
this.
he's like, "This is the dopest thing." That might be your soulmate. This might be the way you.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that could be like the test
this
of
is
like.
so rad that you have this.
It's so weird.
I also love
there's
finding
no
my
way.
hotels through Travelocity.
There's no way that look at that curve. Look at that curve. There is no way that feels good going in. No way.
Yeah,
None.
that's true. You're right.
None.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
I guess it's bendable though. Okay. Okay.
Agreed.
Is it bendable?
But
Oh,
yeah,
it is.
Jim, any advice for us as single women? Like
I
where
don't
do
know
we,
why you think I.
Yeah, why do you think he's the expert?
Where should we
should
go
bring
to
Liz
find the
back up
guys?
here.
Where should we go to find the guys?
Listen.
The grocery store?
Yeah.
Frozen food aisle. We both reach for
Go to the-
Swanson's dinner for one.
Go to the frozen food aisle. Get inside the fridge.
Freeze yourself.
Freeze yourself. And then there's going to be plenty of guys on the other side.
You know what? That works though, Vanessa, because if we freeze ourselves, our eggs will also freeze.
Exactly. Clock's a ticking.
Yeah.
Clock's a ticking.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, no, I'm
Guys on the other side.
a matchmaker.
Fuck, that's so funny. I do legit have a matchmaker friend though who
Oh, really?
can, like, if you sign up for her services,
okay.
the Book of Love, which is she will send you on dates with like her clients, like so guys who actually pay for her services, which include coaching and like stuff like that, and then you get one quality date a month. And I've been sent on 2, and they were both lovely dates,
So
although
what is
I
a
was not
quality-
interested.
Okay, Sarah, I have to ask, what does a quality date entail? Because I know my standard of quality.
She sets you up based on compatibility. So you fill out a big questionnaire,
Okay.
tons of questions.
Oh, like Indian Matchmaker, like on Netflix.
I haven't seen that,
Watch
but
it.
but
So
yeah, probably the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so she'll match you based on compatibility. She'll also show you a picture of the guy and be like, "Do you think are you attracted?" And you can go yay or nay. And then if you say yay, you can go on a date.
Oh, like Tinder, but
Yeah,
with,
so it's like-
mediator.
Like Tinder with a mediator, but no like shitty dudes. Like they're all really nice.
Oh, okay, good. So what kind of like date? Like, does she set up the dates, or is that like your choice to go where
She
you want?
sets up the date,
Okay.
and then like the guy pays for everything.
Oh.
And
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so I went on like a post-pandemic, like as soon as they opened up the immediate family bubble,
Yeah.
I went on a date. We went to Garrison Brewery for a beer and then a walk on the waterfront.
Very cool.
So nice.
Very nice. I recommend that for a date. Get out,
Yeah.
walk together. I can say that part didn't go great. Because
Wait,
the
what happened?
conversation.
Did
Well,
you fall in the water?
well, it's just a problem I have is I lead a lot of the conversation on dates all the time.
Yeah.
And
Same here.
You're in podcast mode.
yeah. But I'm in podcast mode because I feel I have to be. Because when you first meet someone, you don't want uncomfortable silence.
Here's my advice as a 22-year-old.
Yes, please.
You are enough.
That's it. We're
We've
just
been
enough.
telling ourselves
enough.
that for 30 years. It's not working.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, but now that you've said it.
Yeah, now that I've dignified it.
The prophet has spoken.
Yeah.
The man has spoken.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
we are
I
enough.
guess I really am enough. Thanks,
Hey.
Jim. Thank you.
Fair enough, as long as Jim Temple says so.
That's so funny. But you, yeah, dating is you dating, Jim? What's going on with you?
No, just doing the Tinder grind.
Okay, are you going on
So
dates?
you don't consider that dating?
I
don't
think
know,
as soon as
man.
you start going on physical dates on Tinder, I would consider that dating.
Yeah,
I
okay,
would
yeah,
consider
so yeah, I
apps
guess.
just swiping.
Right, yeah.
Well, when you first downloaded Tinder, you were like, I feel like I have, like, you're in, like, a video game.
Yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
have to get through
Right.
all of them.
And I told him, I was like, there's no final boss. Like, there's no,
Yeah.
like...
I was approaching it like that. And,
But it's true. If
But
if
everyone
you start
knows.
seeing someone on Tinder and you're like, oh, this isn't going so well, you're like, well, I have a plethora, like a cornucopia of hot, filtered photoed girls to go through. So
Right. It's pretty like. Do you guys think it's hurting dating or improving it? Like,
hurting.
do you think it's hurting? Because picture.
That's coming from a single 30-year-old though, Sarah. So
Well,
I
here's
don't
the
know.
thing. In the world the way it is now, like, it's kind of one of the only options. You know what I mean?
The way it is now, specifically, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's like...
COVID world.
Yeah, you can't meet people
But
in
you
as many
can-
places as
See,
you could
I
before.
don't agree. Because you
Yeah,
can.
You can.
I went rollerblading
can?
at the Oval, and there was tons of people there also rollerblading. And all it would take on my end is to go, oh, hey, like, you seem really good. Like, how long have you been like, all it takes is, like, you just gotta ask. You gotta just.
And then they
approach
cough
people.
in your face and you die, Sarah.
You know what, Jim? Actually, you're totally right. I think I've adjusted too much to post-pandemic lockdown. Like, I keep forgetting that other people are very paranoid still. Like, when I asked my best friend, oh, do you have Halloween plans? I was thinking about having a Halloween party with a bunch of girls. And, like, maybe you could come and read tarot. And she's like, well, I'm a little nervous to get together with people. I just went, oh. I forgot that's a thing.
It's hard.
Yeah.
We want to reach out, and we're trying to reach out, and we're trying to get back to normal, and things in the Atlantic bubble, we feel safe, right?
Yeah.
We're
We
the
really
safest
do.
place to be in Canada, and I think because things are so open here, it's like people are, but we got to forget that it's like, it's everybody's pandemic. Like, everyone's dealing with it differently.
Yeah.
I'm a paramedic, so sometimes when I'm, like, not at work and I'm socializing, I kind of, don't get slack about things, but kind of, I'm like, oh, it's okay if I'm with this person and that person and going to meet a group of people. But then when I'm at work, I'm, like, super strict about, do you have a cough? Do you have a sneeze?
Wild.
Like, do you have, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I have to be super vigilant. So it's like,
That's true.
yeah, brings me back in and out.
Right? Yeah, no, it certainly does. I'm like, I should, like, reiterate, too, like, we're so lucky here. But we're not out of the woods, like
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
we're
Can always have
just my request is let's just make it to fucking Halloween, please.
Yes.
Give me my Halloween.
Yes.
I'm pro Christmas lockdown because
too,
that's winter and I don't want to fucking go outside anyway.
You just get drunk on eggnog, eat a lot of food, you're basically a blob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Halloween's just better than Christmas. That's my
Halloween is
take.
So where are you going as for Halloween?
I have a couple ideas.
Do you want a cracker costume? I have a cracker costume.
I've had a couple people write in too because I just posted. So there's this movie called The Love Witch. You guys are actors. You should totally check out this movie.
Watching that tonight
so,
when I get
okay,
home.
this movie was filmed somewhat recently. I think within the last 4 years or something. When was it filmed? Let's look it up. But the aesthetics, it was
Witch.
actually filmed to look like a 60s movie, even though it was like somewhat recent. So yeah, this movie was. Let's see. Where can I see a year? 2016. So, oh my God, I was right. Yeah, 4 years ago.
Can we watch a trailer? on
But,
the thing?
oh my God, can we?
I don't know. Is that like a rights
No, yeah,
infringement?
let's see what happens. How about that?
Okay.
I've had a couple copyright strikes on my YouTube, but really all they do is they say you can't make money off this video. And I go, well,
Well,
I wasn't in the first
Are you
place.
gonna make money off the Love Witch, Sarah?
I would love to because I'd love to go as her. So this movie, like, I watched it and I still don't know if this is supposed to be a bad movie or if it's one of those movies
Like if it's
kind of like
supposed
the
to be a B movie or not. Like if it's like serious.
you guys tell me, but it's what I will say is
like B movie, like with Jerry
what is it?
Seinfeld
What's
B
a
movie.
B movie? Oh,
Are
fuck
you
off.
fucking joking?
No, I fully was
You
like
don't know what a B movie is?
B movie is a
I
serious
actually
movie.
don't. What is a B movie?
So it's like a movie that's like they like Okay, I might be wrong. If people are watching this, they might be like, "Okay, this is like maybe we can edit this out." But it's like a movie that's like I think meant to intentionally be not that great. And they almost turn into like cult classics, like Rocky Horror Picture Show, or like.
Oof, careful.
No,
I'm just saying some people might.
I am the biggest Rocky Horror fan, though. It's like they're like cult kind of indie movies that aren't like mega industry movies that turn into like.
Okay, I would say that
That's
this.
Can we Google a definition of B
I would
movies?
say that
I
Yeah.
feel awkward
definitely
now.
one of those. Yeah, let's definitely look it up because I'm curious.
Yeah. No, I'm the biggest Rocky Horror fan. Like I went as Frankenfurter for Halloween a couple.
And I love B movie.
Nice. You should be a bee for Halloween.
I could be.
Low budget. See, I'm
could
right.
be.
A low budget
I could
movie,
be.
especially
Could be.
formerly one made for use as a companion to the main attraction in a double feature.
Okay. There we go. I'm kind of right, kind of wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's
one of those.
That fact now.
All right, so do you guys want to see The Love Witch?
Yes.
So this is, I want to go as one of her looks. She has a couple different looks in this movie. The aesthetics are fucking gorgeous. I think if I did it, I would do like the red dress one. But I love this because Jim knows my jokes. I'm a love addict. So this costume is appropriate. So
am I.
Are you really? Shut up. We're too much alike.
We are very
You guys should
similar.
write together.
But like, just tell me that this is not like this was
After
filmed
Jerry
4
died,
years ago.
the cops wouldn't stop
But look
harassing
how
me.
old
yeah,
it
look
was.
Couldn't prove anything.
Filmed in the 60s.
They actually thought that I killed him. Anyways, San Francisco got to be a really bad trip after you left. And that's when I remembered you had that extra apartment.
Hey. Hi, I'm Trish.
Hi, Trish.
Well, what do men want?
Just a pretty woman to love and to take care of them. Love me. Love me.
Isn't
What
it so
I'm
odd?
really interested in is love.
She like does
Might
potions.
say I'm
and-
addicted to love.
It is like it's entertainingly bad.
take a
but
go
I think
up
it's
there now?
supposed to be.
Yeah, no, I think
You
it's
want
like
some?
again like a B movie. Like it's supposed to be not.
What is it?
I met this
But you appreciate it for
great-looking
what it
guy.
Yeah, she takes this guy to a cabin in the
magic on
woods
him.
and bangs him and like makes him this like
Really
awesome
weird.
dinner.
All these
And puts a spell on him.
emotions started flowing out of him.
Make some awesome
Got
dinner.
really sick.
Oh,
What does it mean?
she gave him
What
the
is it,
Rona.
baby?
Oh yeah.
What a pussy. What a baby.
Wayne,
She's like a black widow love
witchcraft is
addict
just
witch.
a way of
Wait,
concentrating
is this still
energy.
the trailer, or are we watching
This
this
is
full
this
movie?
already
the
there.
trailer.
Just
I just
walking
do
you
sex
through the
magic.
plot.
But look at the makeup. Like I think it'd be so fun. It's a wild film. I suggest everybody watch it.
Is it on YouTube?
I don't think
So
so.
it's scary
I think
how
I just
strong the love
downloaded
gets.
And
I
sex
am
magic.
into it. Super into it.
It's just so weird. I honestly think this would make a really good play too.
Yeah, yeah.
You should pitch this to
Kind of
Dom.
looks like.
Anything.
Only if I can
Bring it to the
star.
stage
Yeah.
on Neptune.
I would never
Yeah.
do that to you, Sarah.
And it's really silly, but like I just love the aesthetics of it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's
I'm
gorgeous.
in love with the
It's
aesthetics.
like a 60s
Right?
like horror psychological thriller
Yes. So I think I'm gonna do one of her looks for Halloween.
So every person she gets with dies is the
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but
the trailer pretty well.
but it's yeah, it does.
It's implying
It's
that.
pretty much like she loves them so much and once loves so much that she kills them.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
a lot like
there.
my
I've
life,
been there.
minus the killing.
Been there. So
Yeah.
my Halloween costume.
Ooh.
Me and my friend want to go as the Dartmouth smokestacks.
Oh my god, my
Yes.
friggin' firefighter hookup buddy did that for Halloween one year.
Oh, did he?
With his 2 friends. Do you want to see?
Well, now I don't want to do it.
I feel like, especially women. Are you
Yeah.
going to be slutty smokestacks?
No. Just like a tube, just a straight tube. You can't see any body curves. A little headband with some smoke coming out of it.
It's a great idea.
I never go sexy Halloween.
I feel like we could probably predict the popular Halloween costumes this year.
Corona bottles,
but also the virus itself. Like I feel like someone's gonna be slutty just coronavirus.
Like just like a ball with all the little things.
Yeah,
out of it.
Donald Trump with COVID.
Probably lots of Tiger King
stuff. Carol Baskin.
That's like
I always wanted to go as a crazy cat lady.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I feel like that would just be Carol Baskin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else would be big ones this year?
What else is big this year? Michael Jordan? I don't know. There was that Michael Jordan documentary. So I'm trying to think of popular Netflix documentaries. And Murder Hornets. Thank you, Liz.
That was coming from your phone. Like
that was
That's your
really
text
scary.
message ringtone. Murder Hornets.
When you said murder hornets, I thought you might have said marble hornets, which is a whole other thing.
What other like
marble hornets
that have happened? Someone might just go as 2020.
Just a shit show.
Yeah, just like
a hurricane of shit.
Yeah. Shit everywhere.
That's me after Mexican food.
Hey, write that down.
Write that down.
That's so hack, Jim. Fuck.
Okay, what does hack mean? I've heard you use that term before.
Oh, this is a good talk, actually, Jim.
Hack.
What does hack mean?
Hack.
Get more drinks.
Too obvious?
I was thinking about the other day how I would like define it. I guess hack is like it's like too easy.
Yeah, too obvious.
Yeah, it's just like too.
What I just said.
Yeah, or just like it's like you're like getting the laugh, but it's like not like I don't know, like you're not
genuine laugh.
It's not gonna progress you, or maybe it will, but like it's gonna. I don't know. You're not. Yeah.
All right.
It's just too easy.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna start naming people.
Yeah.
Who do hack jokes?
Well, like I have a theory about hack. Okay. Here's my hack theory. Hack is hack. Like I think most comedians kind of know when something's hack. Like I just knew when I said that.
Unless
I was like,
they're
that
hack.
was hack. But I think something for me that I've been insecure about in comedy is my timing. So I still give myself a little bit of credit when my timing is on, but it's a hack thing.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of credit.
I feel like timing can, like, I don't do
Like your
stand-up.
timing is hack?
Like I came up with a hack thing, but I did it quickly.
No.
Do I deserve credit for that at all or no?
Well, I feel like timing, like, I'm not a comedian, but I feel like timing can make or break, like, a obvious joke or not. Like, if you deliver it with, like, you know, a good comedic timing.
Yeah.
And,
like hack is like a loose term.
It
like,
is a loose term.
Yeah.
That's very true. But like, you know, when you're like, you know, those spontaneous moments that, you know, when you're doing crowd work or something and like, you're just quick. You're very quick.
Well, I'm kind of a hack sometimes when I do crowd work, to be honest with you.
Well, that's just it, right? But that's still, you're still stretching a muscle in a way.
Yeah.
And I think like doing it with good timing and then getting better at like just being more unique with your responses will come with time.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you're doing it is a okay thing.
Yeah, like
when you're new, we're new. How long have you been doing comedy?
Like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Oh.
Yeah, I did my first set when I was like 12 at like a talent show. But
so fucking cute.
What kind of comedy did you do when you were 12?
I like.
So what?
I need to know.
I almost
what
said.
did I do? I
So
don't
what's
know.
the deal with blocks? But that's too young for 12.
Yeah, it's like 3 years old.
Oh my
It's like
God.
Christ.
That's like 3. What's the deal with these blocks with letters on them?
What's the deal with breastfeeding?
You guys still suck on your mom's tits?
Hey, you guys are still doing that?
Just me.
You guys still sleep in the bed with your parents because you're afraid of the night?
You guys still wet your bed? Oh wait, no, you did that last week.
Yeah. No.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Hack.
Shit myself every morning. Hack, you pee
I
yourself.
just hacked myself.
What are we talking about?
I don't even really know.
Comedy you did
Oh,
when you were
the early
12.
comedy.
I did like a bit where like my parents wouldn't get me a real cell phone, but they would get me like the cardboard cutout cell phone that they have in like the store.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? And I pretended to like have a person asking for my number, and then I'd like try and like avoid telling them that it's a cardboard cell phone.
Oh my god.
So you were still absurdist even when you were 12.
Yeah, no, I've just been a genius forever.
That's
You're a
wild.
prodigy.
So you did your
Yeah.
first set when you were 12, and then you took a long break.
I did, yeah. I would just do it at like talent shows and like I did it at like churches like, a couple times, and then
Ooh.
yeah, it was fine. It was better than you might
You're like,
imagine.
oh, he's so cute.
Oh, he's
You're
little,
just like talking about like farting and pooping. And
Yeah, and I pull out a dildo.
Because he's 12.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
on his
Because
soul.
I always thought hack was like, and you might have said this when I was getting a drink, but like I always define it as like low hanging fruit. Like you take the
Yeah.
low hanging fruit.
That's what I assume it is.
Yeah, like it, you know, like yeah, if it's like if you're just like writing a joke in like 5 minutes is kind of like how I
Yeah.
would think about it. You know, like sometimes you like some people are just really good at like coming up with original like, you know, similes and such. So maybe they can do that. But if I'm like I know if I like was like I have to write a joke in 5 minutes, may end up being a hack joke because I just have to think of like the quickest like
quickest
thing and like
Yeah, that's very true.
yeah, it's a and I'm gonna again I'm only like 2 or 3 years in, so like whatever, but
We're
like,
gonna preface everything we say with
Yeah.
we're all new.
I don't really
I'm
know
the
what
newest.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You got yeah.
I've never done it. I'm literally like a fetus to comedy.
You've done it a few times.
Like 4 times.
You've done
Yeah.
stand up 4 times?
I have.
Oh my gosh, how did you find it?
I don't really
Remember.
remember it because it's like I have like really bad anxiety, like just in general with my life, and I always I love stand up. Like I always admire people who do it. I am like a stand up fan. I have my favorite comedians. I like listen to how jokes are written. I get like the setup, the punchline, whatever. I'm like, I can do this, yeah. And I went to Barely's, like I want to say like 6 years ago now, and it was fine. Like it wasn't awful. Like I was getting laughs and like my jokes were landing, but like inside I was like all I heard was like ringing in my ears and
God.
the room was spinning, and I got off and just like drank myself into oblivion. So that's how my stand up like I didn't even, and people were like, "Oh, you were really funny," and I was like, "No, I wasn't." Like just like,
But you guys do plays and you do acting, like, and the plays are in front of people. Is that a different type of anxiety, or?
Yeah, because I
This is
guess you're
rehearsed.
not. Yeah, and you're not like responsible necessarily for the material on the page.
exactly.
Oh, that's true. You're
And-
just delivering it.
Yeah,
I feel like people are judging the character that I'm playing instead of judging me.
Right.
So whereas like comedy is like, well, like you put on a character, but some kid like me, like I just talked about things that happened in my life and observational humor, like kind of stuff like that. So it was just me speaking, and these are my own thoughts. And yeah, so like as a play, you're putting on a character and you're being directed by somebody, and it's not your own words.
That's
Yeah.
very
Way
true.
less vulnerable.
That's very true. Do you actually? I'm gonna throw this back to you because you both act and you kind of play characters in stand up too. Is that the case? Do you feel it's less vulnerable for your style?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It does kind of help with that because I'm not. Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm like a clown essentially.
It's wild to me. People like you who there's a switch that just flips. Like you're one guy when you're off stage and like here and stuff and like in friendships and stuff, but like when you're on stage, it's like bam. Like it's literally like a switch. It's just crazy like how some people are so different on and off stage. Whereas I think other comedians are just more like they're just a slightly amplified version of themselves.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I did when I did my 4 stand-up shows.
Hey, four is better than none.
Yeah, it was just like an amplified, exaggerated
Version.
Bitter.
Do you think you'd
version
ever
of myself.
would you ever try it again now that you've like done more acting and like you've done more?
I think I do want to try it again. I do have like some jokes written, but like
Yeah, I was trying to get you,
You
to
should-
write some jokes. Like
You should. I would
early in
like
the
to
summer.
do a newbies joke jams hangout.
yeah, that'd be great.
Like
Something like low pressure where like I can just like test some stuff, but not actually.
because
Go
I've
do it.
I've found that really helped me in starting was talking to other comics. I mean, everyone has opinions about like writing sessions. with stand-up comedy in particular, but like I find it's really helped because not only are you working on your stuff, but you're helping other people with their jokes, which I think can help you in the long run.
Yeah. And I think I have like a lot of like premises of what I think could be funny. I just don't know how to turn it into a joke.
That's right.
I don't know how to like get the setup and punchline to what I think is funny. So that's like where I'm at right now with that.
Gotta do a joke jams.
You just gotta be a hack.
What?
You just gotta be a hack.
Just be hack. I want that on a t-shirt.
Be hack. Just be a hack.
Just be a hack.
Just be a hack. Just be Crystal F.
I knew someone was gonna mention it.
Full circle comes back to Crystal F every time.
Everything in the world comes back to Crystal
Do you ever write with people?
Yeah, I mean, I run like jokes by like people I trust. But I wouldn't say I like
get together to write.
Yeah, unless I'm working on like
comedy?
sketch comedy, and then like a duo like stand up thing. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like me and Jack Power like wrote some jokes when we were co-hosting a show once. So if I'm like gonna be on stage with someone and we're doing kind of like a two-person act in that sense. But when it's just me, yeah, I'll have ideas that I like run by people and like maybe get their advice or like tags or whatever.
Right. That's interesting.
But like we like for our stand up, like you came up with most of the sketch ideas.
Yeah.
And then we like wrote them together. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a very like good collaborative writing process.
I was gonna ask
Yeah.
what the process was and like how this kind of worked.
It was.
You didn't
We
think it was
both
a good
had
process?
no. I think we both brought a lot of ideas to the table.
Typical woman giving the man the credit.
Yeah.
Well, it's just interesting to me because so you went to school together and that's how you guys met.
Yeah.
And then you had this moment of we both like doing sketches. What was the moment where you're like, let's do this?
I actually had to talk Jim off the ledge.
Oh, really?
Because I do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So I was like, so you had an option of doing the project by yourself or pairing up with somebody else and doing it. So I reached out to Jim and I was like, I want to do sketch comedy, but I think that's a huge undertaking by yourself. Like, how am I going to do like a sketch show with one person? And he was like, yeah, no, I'm like totally on board. And then about like, I don't know, 3 weeks into the project, you were like, I don't know if we can do this. It's too short a time to come up with like all these like sketch ideas. And I don't know, you kind of just like freaked out.
I did, but then we did it.
You were hesitant.
I talked him down.
And she like, she was like, I think we can do this, and then we did it. And
I literally did the math. I was like, our project only has to be 20 minutes long. That's like 3 minutes a skit if we do 6 sketches. Like, it's not a lot of writing if we do like, I like literally like broke it down into like chunks. And he was like, yeah, no, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, we could, yeah.
Because the good thing about being on a team is like you're both obviously very talented, very funny people, but you have different skills that can kind of complement each other. That can get it done. So like if you're the organizational lead, like if you're the one pushing, some people need to be pushed. Yeah. And obviously you guys work really well together because it turned out so great.
Yeah,
from what I've heard. So like it's just about like finding those like people who can complement because you can't do everything alone. That's the thing.
No.
Like, and recognizing like what you lack and what other people's have like is a huge step I think in making something like that happen.
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely think we complement each other.
I lack nothing.
You like nothing?
I lack nothing.
You're a one-man army.
I'm just here for the ride.
And how long did it take you guys to do this whole thing overall?
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 months, I think.
Well, all the sketches are written and recorded. And so
Partly everything. Yeah, we're just getting final
hold on,
edits.
I gotta count on my fingers. I'm sorry.
We're literally the same person.
Yeah, we are. 4 months? 4 months. That sounds accurate.
Only 4?
Yeah, only 4.
Wow.
Seem like longer?
Did you guys like obviously you had like a lot of Zoom meetings and stuff probably, eh? Did you meet on Zoom?
Well, we bubbled.
We bubbled together.
Oh,
yeah,
did you bubble together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We bubbled together because my roommate was like landlocked in Arizona with her job for a bit. And
I was just alone in my apartment, just like
I was alone.
going
Let's just
bonkers.
bubble.
I remember being on Zoom with you a couple times and just being like, "Is Jim okay?"
I was losing it.
Earth to Jim.
Oh my
What a
God.
wild time! How did you guys find the quarantine? Emotionally,
It was awful. I
mentally.
hated it.
How are we doing? Is this?
Yeah.
I feel like Intoxicated is like mostly a podcast, but also kind of just like a check-in. Like,
Yeah,
A
yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
therapy,
How are
yeah.
you?
Dude, it's just like over everybody's mental health status right now.
Yeah.
My quarantine was good. Like school got cut short like second week of March, but then I went back to work like as a paramedic like April 8th.
Wild.
Which was like I literally just had to like get into gear and like just focus on being safe and helping people, but actually going back to work helped me like just be social because I got to see all my coworkers and I got to be out in the world, and like kind of being a paramedic, you got a free pass to just go like
That's right.
wherever you wanted, like
Yeah.
in an ambulance. So it was really like the first 2 weeks, like when I finished university until I started working, were rough. I was like, what am I doing? Like all alone. My roommate was gone, just me and my cat. Watched a lot of Netflix, ordered a lot of Uber Eats.
Oh my god, too much.
Yeah, would go just like for walks around the blocks in like circles, like a like fucking hamster in a cage, and then would go back home. But yeah, once I started working though, it got a little better. It was stressful. Work was stressful, but just to like be out in the world. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Something I always wonder about is like the people who had to work during it and people who didn't. Like, cause you were off, right?
Yeah,
you?
no, I was.
You were the
I was-
opposite.
yeah.
So how did
How
you?
this comedy album came to be.
Yeah,
How
I was
did
literally
you-
like, we have to like do something.
Do something. Let's something to fucking do, please.
Please.
That's not a puzzle.
Me and my puzzles.
Somebody puzzle. But like, how did
Old
you
puzzle
find
gym.
the quarantine?
Awful, yeah. I hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really bad for my mental health. But you know, c'est la vie.
Is what it is. I just love I love the contrast because I feel like people either embraced it and like just thrived, and then other people just plummeted. And
I
it's
did
such
for a
wild
bit.
time.
Shape. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, for a bit I was doing well, and I was like, yeah, I'm like taking advantage of this, and then yeah, now it all went to shit.
Well, especially for performers, because as performers, you guys need to be given a stage. You need to be given an audience. Like you,
venue,
like
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
like your outlet is people and audiences and shows and venues, and that all got taken away from us. And all of a sudden, these Zoom comedy shows are popping up, and these like all this virtual adapting and stuff. And it's I think even still, it's just really strange. It's very strange.
On the same note, it's funny you like mentioned that because like we were just graduating from this acting program and being like you're now you know seasoned to like you know start your acting career and go audition and blah 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 blah. And I have like really bad anxiety, and like even just the audition process was really freaking me out. And I you know you get a lot of rejection when you're a performer or like going for auditions, and that was also taking a toll on me and being like I need to be somewhere now. And then everything just kind of stopped.
Right.
Slowed
The momentum
down.
just.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I needed to just take a step back and really focus on what I wanted to do artistically. Because I was trying to force myself to go to these auditions that I didn't even really feel like I wanted to do, but felt like I had to do because I needed to be in line with, you know, everybody else in my
Momentum.
program. Yeah.
You need the momentum.
I need the momentum, and like this is what I've spent all my money and 4 years and stopped my career as a paramedic to go do. And I was getting a lot of no's and a lot of like maybes, and I was like, you know what? Everything stopped, and I just kind of like really took a lot of like introspection, which was like really good.
Yeah. Oh, that is really good. Some time to breathe.
Time to breathe. Time to like just like put that aside for a bit, and like it was really good.
I think for a lot of professional comedians too, they actually loved the I heard Taylor Tomlinson talking about it on her podcast today, and she was like, yeah, I'm used to traveling constantly and getting a cold every 2 weeks from traveling.
Yeah.
That the lockdown, like they've never been healthier because they've been sleeping for 8 hours a night.
Yes, yeah, I was like very healthy. It was
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And you're,
like
cooking your own meals.
cooking your own meals because you can't, you know, there was
go
a stigma
out.
on getting takeout. You know, like a lot of people didn't want to get takeout. I was always getting takeout during the lockdown. I didn't.
Yeah, I
I was
kind
bad. I was bad with that.
Yeah.
Were ya?
Yeah.
But
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
gosh.
I'm just like, but also as a single person, you'll relate to this. Cooking 3 meals a day by yourself and like not leaving your apartment, you're like, okay, I just ate breakfast and I washed my dishes. 2 hours later, you're like, oh man, I gotta dirty some more dishes and make food for myself, and then
Cooking does not fit into my normal
Cooking
life.
does not fit in for a single person. If you're cooking for more people, you can like justify it more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit in. My days now are so jam packed with everything. I'm juggling like 1,000 balls right now. That sounded weird.
Yeah.
But the acting side of things. So here's what I'm curious about. So for both of you, maybe we'll start with you, Jem. What's the goal for you? Like, is your focus going to be stand-up, sketch, acting, like, or is it kind of everything? Are you kind of tackling everything? Like, what's your plan?
I think stand-up is my kind of like
Your main
number
bitch.
one love. Yeah, my bottom bitch. Yeah, and then acting, and then sketch is like really fun to do. So you know,
Yeah.
and it's a good
So
way to like
fun.
exercise a different muscle. And people are saying I should get on TikTok.
Oh
and,
my God, Jim, you would
Yeah.
fucking kill on there.
You should get on TikTok. I think
If
I
you
might
need
get
help,
on.
let me know.
Yeah?
I'm pretty new to. Are you on it?
We should just do a Jim and Vanessa TikTok channel.
Honestly, we could
I'm
film
not on
one. We could
TikTok, though.
we could film one after this if you guys want. If you have any ideas.
Too much.
Do you want to film one on this?
I don't know what we could film on this. I'm right now learning how to do the
That
transition
feeling
ones.
when you be recording a
Tori would be a good
podcast.
person to talk to about that. She's
Tori,
really,
yeah.
Tori,
I
big
know
shout
Tori.
out.
really good at transitions.
Tori Devine.
into the TikTok.
What's her TikTok? We should we
She's a
should
TikTok star.
throw her
Too
throw her
Divine.
handle on here. I turned my phone
Yeah.
off. Whatever.
Oh yeah,
Too
I think I
Divine.
have it. I think I have her.
Too Divine. I think honestly the two people I follow on TikTok is you.
Oh
and
really?
Tori.
I have
Yeah.
some new ones coming, and actually one
And
I'm gonna
Mitch.
try
There's
to
some pretty
plug.
funny people on TikTok.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna try to plug every single open mic, in 15 seconds.
Oh, wow,
And I'm gonna
nice.
post it to TikTok and hashtag the fuck out of it. And
You know what? And that's probably gonna like.
yeah.
Do a
Just to be
bunch.
like, I'm going to essentially just be like, hey, people watching Netflix specials, did you know that there's comedy right here in Halifax? And I'm just going to talk really fast and go,
Yeah.
on Monday nights, Kai Brady's and Gus's Pub. On Tuesday nights, Oasis. On Wednesday nights, Daily Grind. Like I'm going to like just kind of rattle it off.
And
I'm
that
gonna
For
try
You
to use it in
page is
15
like
seconds.
helpful as
Yeah.
shit. Like,
And it's wild. Like I've been finding people on there, like all these characters that are around the city doing TikToks that have like a shit ton of followers. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
holy fuck. And I was thinking about it today before I came to record this with you guys. If we make friends with those people, they could promote comedy shows.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The Halifax like comedy, acting, like television scene is very like tight and like small. But when you do make those connections, like everyone's willing to help people out.
Yeah.
Like it really like I had an audition for like this short film a couple weeks ago, and I messaged a guy who filmed me once for some like independent web series that we were filming.
shout out to
Shout out?
Chad Lindsay.
Chad Lindsay. Yeah.
Shad or Chad?
Chad.
I wish it was Shad. Totally wish it was Shad. But yeah, no,
Shad.
he filmed me once. Didn't really know him that well. But this audition, like, it required like good camera skills. So I was like, I don't know who to reach out to. Like, I'm technologically like not apt at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like messaged him. I'm like, hey, I'm filming this audition. Like, do you think you can help me? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem. Like, come to my house at 8. Jim came with me. He had like 3 other guys there with like lights and like cameras and like,
Wow.
like totally set it up for me. But like, I just lended like my olive branch out.
That's what it
And,
is.
Yeah.
and he like was totally receptive. I'm like, you just gotta like
Yeah.
foster
And then
these
you-
connections.
Absolutely.
Got the part. Right?
I got the part.
Yeah,
Did
you?
you?
Got the part,
So
yeah.
you're gonna be in a short film?
Yeah, it's a CBC digital original, so it was like through the Canada Council of the Arts. So like 200 artists across Canada got money to
That's the new bell
Yeah.
ring. Is just to hold
I got
it.
casted in a short film.
Oh my god. That's wild. That is I'm fascinated with the acting world.
Yeah.
Dave Rossetti, I had Dave Rossetti, he's in the movie Spinster.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who I actually know just through drunk karaoke at the old Fickle Frog, but like he's acted in a bunch of things. And I got on the
Very
Hennessy
cool.
casting mailing
Yeah.
list for like to be
Nice.
extras because I'm like I
You make
really
some
want to be an
money
extra.
doing
Yeah, you can.
And you get to see the whole process and stuff. It's just my issue is like I don't have a car, so like
Yeah, that's
I
the
can't-
thing. You can't.
right?
It's
Hook you
hard.
up
to-
and drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should all be extras on something.
Yeah.
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 Let's all apply to the same background.
Well, number one,
yeah.
you guys should audition for the fucking roles, but I'll be an extra.
Well, you gotta
on
be
the role that
union.
you're on.
You gotta be union.
Mostly.
Oh, really? Okay, so so this might get, I don't want to say boring, but I just want to know, like, what's the process with acting? So you get you do the theater degree, and then where do you go from there? Do you just audition for?
Yeah, I mean, in like how, like at Dow, you don't need a theater degree.
I
There's
hope
ways
so.
to get
Yeah,
into
so they just
ACTRA.
help you learn the process of
Yeah,
what you're doing.
it's nice and you can meet people, but it like there are other ways to get into ACTRA. But at one part of like the theater acting program at Dow is that you can apply to be an ACTRA apprentice once you've graduated. So that like gets you into the union.
Okay.
Which is nice. I haven't graduated yet, and I'm doing some like non-union stuff to kind of like build up my resume, I guess.
Right.
Same here. I'm not in the union either.
Yeah.
But you need to be like on an ACTRA. I don't want to get into specifics, but like ACTRA set for 2 credits, and then you can.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I want to learn to act.
Dude,
bad.
yeah.
I'm so fascinated by it, but I'm also just so drawn to sketch comedy. Because
I was just gonna say,
I'm so drawn to it.
Yeah,
both
no,
those
totally.
things.
Because I don't want to do audio. Like, I would rather do film sketch comedy, and I want that to kind of like I don't know.
No. You guys.
No,
listen.
Honestly, like
I don't want to get in the way of anything.
I'm throwing it out there
Romance
to
right
anybody who has a sketch project that like needs like a small little part. I'm down. Fucking put me on. I want to try.
Hired.
I want to fucking
She's
try.
willing.
But also this is where my codependency comes into play. If I suck, please tell me that I suck and don't feel bad about cutting me.
Oh my god, I'm the same way. I'm like, can you just tell me I fucking? And even when people give me compliments, like even if like Jim was there at my audition, he was like, yeah, he's like, you killed that audition. I was like, no, fucking didn't. Like, don't say that. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Tell me I fucking suck.
What's worse? What is worse? And you've done some stand-up, so you can answer this too.
Yes.
An audition, just a basic audition, or like an open mic for 3 old drunk men.
I'm more used to the open mic with 3 old drunk men.
Is better than an audition?
Yes.
So auditions are nerve-wracking as shit,
They're
eh?
nerve-wracking
Yeah.
because like the people who are auditioning are trained to like literally give no feedback, right? Like they're like, you know,
because they can't
Emotionless.
be like
Yeah.
favoriting people like right there in the room.
Which, and with stand-up, you're seeing people react to you live, so you're seeing those little facial reactions in response to what you're saying, whereas in on audition, you're not seeing that.
I need immediate gratification for everything.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
Yeah, so auditions, just like, because I go out of there being like, I don't know what just happened, that may have sucked. Like, sometimes as an actor, you can feel it, you can feel the energy, you can be like, I fucking rock that. But most of the times, I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm just so self-deprecating with everything I do, so it's like really, I'd rather
that's
like,
hard.
I'd rather at least like be in front of the 3 drunk men and be like, well, they're drunk anyways, so like, what?
And then you can drink with them.
And then I can drink with them, yeah.
Oh my gosh. What about like, do you guys get, what's the nerves? How do you deal with nerves, audition nerves?
Ativan.
Do you get nervous? Here's something like with you, Jim, I've never seen you unfazed. I've never seen you seem angry, pissed off, sad. But I've also like just never seen you like overly happy. Like you just seem very like
a flatliner.
No, well not even flatline, but you just seem very even keeled, and you never seem nervous before a set. And is that the case, or is that just how you're coming off?
There's a storm brewing inside. No,
Are you legitimately like so nervous, but it just doesn't show outward, or what?
I don't get nervous as much anymore. I mean, it depends. Like maybe if there's like a bigger thing coming up, but like afterwards, I will get like I'll on the inside be like beating myself up if I like didn't. Actually, after most sets, I like kind of beat myself up a little bit.
I feel like so many people do. Yeah. They can't just like thrive in the moment. Like, yeah.
Well, but it's also like you know, it's good to like be proud of yourself if you like nail something, but then you also need to know like, okay, here's how I make this even better because you can always improve.
That's
do you feel
right.
like a little like egotistical when you're like, yeah, I fucking rock. Like I always feel like
Yeah, and I never want to be like
even
that.
if I do a good job, like in a play or like in an audition, I feel like almost like guilty for feeling good about it.
Yes.
Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And with plays, like that's a whole other beast. Plays, because I always wonder how people deal with like when they fub a line out of play. Like, do you guys have any like tips and tricks on like messing up, like what you do when you mess up a line or you
Start crying.
stumble on a
Start
word.
crying.
Just have a breakdown
I
on
just
stage.
I just jump off the stage and
Yeah.
walk through the audience. I'm like, I'm done.
Ask to restart. So
Can
you
we stop?
Can we stop it?
Stop! Turn the house lights on.
Because that's with stand up, you can go, oh, I messed that up. Sorry, guys. But you can't do that in a play.
Nope. You just gotta like keep
Can you
on
imagine?
trucking.
Yeah.
A Shakespearean play. Like, you're like, oh, sorry, guys. that
Which
was-
I have done before, and I've
Have
like
you?
been like, yeah, I
So this wasn't a
have
flub.
a problem with like slurring my words.
You should get involved with like Shakespeare by the Sea or something. Like, I could totally see you.
I auditioned for them.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Didn't get it?
Hire him.
No, but I'm
Shakespeare by
not
the Sea.
like there's so many big words. Like I don't know. This is hard. It's really hard.
You know
I
what?
don't wanna...
That's fully fair.
And like I have the utmost respect for it, and like you have some interest in that, right?
Yeah. I'd like to do some Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Ooh, these two. Oh my gosh. Fascinating.
My best flub story though wasn't a line. It was with like a physical motion. So I was in this play, I think you remember it, Love and Information, our first show of the season. And I was playing this...
Of the F-SPA season.
The F-SPA season.
The 2019-2020
F-SPA
Fountain
season.
School of Performing Arts. Dalhousie Arts Center.
You can look up the
Oh,
program
I used to work
on their
there, too.
website.
Yeah, where you worked at the Idea Hub? Is that?
Worked at the... Just naming my resume. Might have to bleep some stuff. But yeah, no,
Because I would see you when I was working as like a tour guide sometimes.
Yeah. I worked on the Row campus for a long time, and then I moved to the engineering campus. But one of my first work terms in PR was at the Dalhousie Arts Center, working for the Rebecca Cohen specifically. And pretty much my job for the whole summer was to sit in a room by myself and research the history of the Rebecca Cohen.
Really?
It was so fucking boring.
Wow.
But I did get to see this. I did get to see like the Symphony NS like rehearsals and shit all the time,
That's
which was kind
kinda
of cool.
cool. Yeah.
And I got to kind of like see like the whole stage production. That was the part I really liked. I really love seeing the behind the scenes shit on like how shows happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell me about your flub.
Oh, so me and my co-star Lynn Estuye. Shout out to Lynn.
Big shout out
Love
to Lynn
Lynn.
Estuye.
So
It's a podcast of shout-outs.
Yeah.
She had to throw. We were playing two bullies, and we had like a foam rock, and we had to like chuck it like up into the rafters because there was like a kind of like catwalk around like the upper part of the stage. And she always nailed it. She was the one who had to throw it, and it had to go up on like one shot. But it's a foam rock, so there's like no weight behind it. So it's like, how do you get enough leverage to like get it up?
It'd be better
there?
to throw an actual rock.
Yeah, exactly. Except we were throwing it at another co-star, so
Maybe not.
maybe not. But she missed it. And like in my head, I was like, fuck, like, oh my God, like what? Like, and I always had a backup plan in my head of what I would do if she couldn't get it up there, but I never told her that. And which is bad. And so she like chucked it up once, it didn't go up. She chucked it up again, didn't go up. And I was like, okay, need to save the scene. So I kind of like pushed her aside. I was like, I got this. And I like grabbed the rock and I just chucked it into the wings of the stage, like the total opposite direction of like where it was supposed to go. Like up this way, I chucked it the other way. And then the actor upstage was like, and like Lynn was like, and then we just like ran off.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, and then
hilarious.
Jacob was just holding it, and he was like, "What?" Like, because like our other co-star was in the wings. He's like, "Why did you throw this at me?"
Was this like the one that we did, or like the?
It was for an audience, yeah.
Yeah,
God, that's
because
funny.
we only got to do like one time for an audience
For Calandra.
Oh, really?
for Calandra.
Calandra. No, this was like Love and Information.
Oh, what am I talking about? Yeah, sorry, I'm an idiot.
Doofus.
The plays are fun. What are some of your like favorite plays that you've done? Both of you.
You really liked La Calandra, right? Like,
I really love La Calandra. Yeah. I played this. I'm very like a physical actor, like a very like I like mime and like clowning and stuff like that. And I've like played like 3 dude roles in my career as an actress. Like most of the times I play male characters.
Which you enjoy.
I love
You've
it.
said.
I
Yeah.
love it. Oh my gosh, I love playing male. I love
amazing.
gender bending. I love it.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so this was like an Italian Renaissance play, and it's very like sexual and very like commedia and very physical. And I played like this like old man who's like in love with you.
Really?
Dressed as a woman, like James
Yes.
What?
dragged as a woman.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
Do you have pictures of this?
Well, we never like.
Never got to finish it because of COVID.
Yeah.
It got canceled the week
Yeah.
before it opened. But I was in a fat suit.
That's so
I was in a fat suit, and there was a lot of crawling on the ground and kissy faces, and Lynn getting on top of me and scolding me about my junk being too small, and it was
wild.
yeah, it was like the first time I got like a lead in a show, but I was like, I know like in reality I will never be cast as like a character like that again.
Well, that's
Right.
like that kind of theater. Like you might, because that's like kind of what it's about. Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite play that you've done?
Favorite play that I've done.
Do you want me to name it?
So you remember?
I don't remember anything pre-COVID.
Really?
No, that's I
PTSD kicking in.
I don't know. Love and Information was kind of cool.
That was cool.
It was a cool one. It was like a
Postmodern. Like,
Do you ever
abstract.
hate playing something like so you get in a role, right? And I kind of see it like kind of like a band playing the same set over and over. Do you ever just like just go, oh, I just don't want to fucking be this character today? Like,
yeah.
You love characters.
No, there are some characters though that you feel like you can't really connect with.
Oh, that could be it.
Honestly, with Calandro, like the guy that I was telling you about before, it took me a very long time to feel comfortable in him, like in being him, because he was so big and so out there, and I was almost like forcing it too hard because I'm like, I know he's this big clownish funny guy, and my professor was like, the funniness isn't going to come from you forcing it, it's going to come from you being natural and just like letting things happen to you,
right?
And that just made me be like, oh, okay, I'm trying too hard. But I thought I was acting, but when she was like, don't act, it's the don't act thing. Remember we always say that? She's like, don't act, and that's where it comes from, but it's true.
That's fascinating.
And I just kind of like let myself relax and I was trying to put on this like manly voice, like I was trying to like drop my voice. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, he can have a high voice. Like, it doesn't matter.
It's
like,
it's more important that it's authentic.
Exactly.
It comes off as authentic.
Exactly. And then we practiced with me going up like this and like, dude, he gets excited and like stuff like that. And it worked for him. And I was just putting myself in this box. And it was really hard. And I would come home from rehearsals, I would cry. I'd be like, oh, I'm not getting this. Like, I don't, like, I'm it's too big of a role for me. And then eventually by like a couple weeks in rehearsal, she's like, no, you're getting it. Like, you're good.
Right.
Like,
you're crushing it.
Anne-Marie Donovan. Shout out to
Anne-Marie Donovan.
Anne-Marie Donovan in New Brunswick.
Are these all your profs?
She was a director, prof, but she helped me so much with that character and just feeling comfortable acting. And
Where are you guys at with
amazing.
class now? Like, are you back physically there or no?
I've graduated.
You graduate.
I'm taking like 2 like online classes that aren't. I've finished all the acting stuff.
Okay.
Doing like a minor in law and society.
Wait. Oh, I thought you said lawn society.
I'm doing a minor in law and order.
It's all about lawn mowing and the culture around lawn maintenance.
Yes.
Lawn society. So interesting. So you're almost
Kevin
done.
Dupuy. Yeah.
I don't know how degrees work. It's
I'm doing like 2 courses.
I see one on your wall.
that
PR
thing that I have. Yeah.
MSVU.
I did a Big Brother Canada audition where I pretended to drop that because that's how much I care about it. It means nothing.
Do you audition for Big Brother every year?
Not every year. I've been out of the Big Brother game for a bit. I kind of felt when my life got busy, I wasn't able to keep up with it.
Liz, you must have some connections at the global network.
Big Brother? Shit. We'll cut that.
No, we'll cut that.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I did that.
I
apologize.
I've auditioned 3 times. 3 times I've auditioned for Big Brother, and everyone is like, "You need to be on this. You'd be so great." And every time I go, "I tried." They just didn't. It's a weird process because they don't. With the in-person auditions, they just ask you general questions. Like, so they'll be like, what did you think of so-and-so's gameplay last season? And you have to find a way, like, you have to answer it, but you have to find a way to show your...
Big Brother before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I don't care about the show. I just want to be on it.
No. I was a huge fan for a long time. I've just fallen off in the past year or 2 just because I've just been so fucking busy. And it's on 3 times a fucking week. It's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
You would be fucking amazing on a Big Brother.
Big Brother? I've never actually seen it.
Oh my God,
No
Jen.
one would know what James was like thinking. They'd just be like,
And I wouldn't be thinking it.
You would be so fucking funny. Oh my God. You should, I mean, hey, consider it. Listen, it's 2020. We got to do what we got to do.
I was a character.
I was going to say, I cannot do like accents or anything.
Oh, neither.
But I want to
Right.
learn. I want to
Neither
learn
can I.
because you're so fucking good at accents.
He's very good at that.
You are phenomenal at the accents.
Thank you.
Another question I have, and then we're going to get into a couple set questions that I have for you guys. And then the challenge thing that I haven't done that I was going to do at the beginning, but we'll do it at the end. Memorization. So memorization of lines.
Oof, yeah.
How... Okay, so like it's my kind of understanding, remembering like all my jokes and stuff, that repetition is the only way I can do it. So practicing and doing it over and over again. What are your guys' tips and tricks to remember lines? Or do you have any, or is it just a shit show?
You want to go?
Yeah, just over and over and over.
Repetition?
and over.
Yeah, repetition. So like I'll start, like if I have like a script, I'll like memorize like the first couple 4 and like repeat that, and then I'll just add, like I'll just like group things. You know what I mean? So like we first 4 plus then the next 5, and then just like
Do it in sections.
Do it in sections.
But then as an actor, you also have to like think about the intention and like what you're saying. So like you memorize that, but then that'll all come with the direction and stuff. But just to have it like in your brain what you're saying, like you need to know the words on the page. I think this is probably
Because
like
I've
the
run
worst
lines.
advice ever.
No, but honestly, it reassures me because I've run lines with people before, and like it's been like, okay, let's do that the last 4 again. Let's do the last 4 again. Like it's repetition.
It's repetition and like just saying it straight without any intention or emotion. Like you just have to get it in your head. It just has to be muscle memory before it can be like something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because on the spot is when they'll be like, can you say that a little more spunky, or can you say that like in the moment, and then you'll know the line, you're just saying it a different way.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just repetition, and just I group things. It's like how we like, you know, how phone numbers are like chopped up into like 3, 3, and 4. It's like that's kind of how you have to. It's like I think the human brain can only memorize like, I don't know, like 7 things at a time or something.
We're big dummies.
Yeah,
we're
big dummies.
We're big sacks of blood and
big old sacks of blood.
Yeah. Train this old meat brain to also.
Meat brain.
Oh, that whole
is a sketch of ours. Meat brain.
That made me. That was one of the ones that made me laugh out loud. That was really good. Oh my goodness.
I heard Tiffany Haddish say once that if you and I've never tried this, but if you like remember the first letter of every word in a line, that is like, I guess, a shortcut.
Because you can like kind of like is it kind of like the acronym theory, like where
I think
that's interesting. I don't think that would work for me. But
and
I
also
guess,
that's probably not going to work for like stuff like Shakespeare and like big thick. Like,
Shakespeare, you gotta like.
A.
A. Yeah. Lots
Too
of vowels.
much. Yeah.
Lots of vowels with that guy.
That's wild.
What's up with that guy, Miles?
But yeah, no.
You ever have him on?
Who?
Shakespeare.
The Ghost of Shakespeare? Maybe we'll just do a seance.
That's the Halloween episode.
Yeah, the Halloween episode.
Yeah, we'll try to connect
Sarah's
with
like
William
lying in
Shakespeare.
a pentagram on the ground.
I seriously-
James and I have our Shakespeare out.
Legit want to recreate that for my OnlyFans. That like pentagram thing.
OnlyFans account? I'm so jealous.
I do. Every woman should have one. And man. Really, anyone.
That's a big statement.
Honestly, anyone who's taken a nude photograph should have an OnlyFans page.
I honestly think I've
You're
only
sitting
taken
on money.
one. I've taken one.
Yeah.
Put it up, charge.
You guys are paying for this one photo.
It's the curiosity factor. Get more active on Instagram. Okay, so here's my steps. Get more active on Instagram. Post like a couple thirst trappy pictures. Like obviously
Right now they're just like sad emo selfies. But yeah.
Get some followers.
There's a market for everything.
Post some stories. Develop a rapport with some followers. Any man that fire emojis you after a hot story,
Oh,
you
that's
send
how that works?
You send the link.
Okay.
You send the link.
I'm still a noob.
You know when you react to a story, and so like
I don't be out there like, hey, you look hot. I'm not that guy. I'm a little offended that you thought I was that guy for a second.
You're kind of on and off socials, aren't you? You kind of hop on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hop off.
Well, I get addicted to them like easily, and I'm like checking it all the time.
Yeah,
And
no,
then I'm like,
actually,
I
and
can't-
that's fully fair too. I guess what I'm saying is either don't be on social media, but if you are, make money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm
Use it to
saying.
the best of your advantage.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, there's a whole tactic, but no, the OnlyFans world is pretty fascinating. I'm learning a lot. I'm in a bunch of newbie groups for like newbie OnlyFans people, and it's interesting.
Nice.
But
It's good
Chat
that there's
more
like.
about this at our girls only Halloween party.
yes,
Yeah.
we gotta chat.
That's nice that there's like support groups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Other women who've done it and just have kind of like tips and tricks. And I mean, everyone's different. Like I know, like if I shared my link publicly, I'd have a lot more, but I don't want to do that because I don't want certain people seeing that.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm taking requests for my link. And then
Yeah,
I
that-
choose to, and then I thought I was like, oh, all these guys, I'm working on a bit about this too. All these guys are gonna come out of the woodwork, want my OnlyFans link, and I'll know who thinks I'm hot. And then it just turned out that all of them made throwaway accounts, and they're all just like, I want the link, but I can't tell you who I am. I'm like, fuck, I can't escape this. No matter what I
This
do.
is my reality now.
I was just like, oh man, my
Yeah.
life just gives me comedy. It's great.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, Intoxicated Challenge. Are you ready for the
I'm
Intoxicated
ready.
Challenge?
So ready.
This
Here
is
we
brand
go.
new.
Yeah.
New segment. First time ever done on the podcast with someone who I think is very open and someone who might not be as open, which is going to be interesting.
We'll find
see
out.
how he fares against Vanessa. Okay, you have the choice between three things that I'm going to ask you to do.
Okay.
And you have to choose one.
Okay. So ready.
Okay. So the first one is you have to read. I'm realizing now that it's lame. As soon as I went to say it out loud,
I was like literally sorry. I was like, anything you want me to do,
I'm
I'll do
like-
it. I'll do it right now.
Okay, do either of you have like a crush or a love interest that you're texting with?
No.
What do you mean? No.
Okay, you know what? I just changed it. To something
Okay,
better.
cool.
I was gonna say read the last text on your phone, but that's so fucking lame and dumb because
Oh,
like,
it's
that
about
could
Liz
be
and me trying to meet to get tacos. It was
Yeah.
a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
it could be anything. But okay, here's
I think it's me asking for a ride.
Yeah,
Here's
it
what
was.
it's gonna
I
be.
was like, no.
The first thing is you have to open up the Google on your phone and just click the search bar, and you have to let us see what you've
Okay.
been searching.
Yep.
Okay, that's number one. Number two is you have to play one of your voice memos because I'm sure you guys have some of those.
don't have
You don't? Do you have voice memos?
It's all just stand up.
I don't have it. I don't
Okay.
have a voice.
You
Sarah,
hear my
I'm
set
so
from last Tuesday?
technologically behind. Funny story though. I was at work in the break room and Pornhub started playing on my phone very loud. So that happened to me. We all know what's on my phone.
The other option is, I guess, another version of the voice memo would be your notes section.
I don't have that either.
Really?
No,
Holy shit!
I'm so sorry. I'm
Okay.
ruining your challenge.
Okay, that's okay. The third one is
I can do notes.
you gotta pull up like your camera roll. So like, and you have to let me see the first.
Okay.
Right.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Mine's so fucked.
Oh god.
So you don't have many options. You'll probably have to pull up the Google search. But Jim, which one do you pick?
Yeah, I'll do the camera roll, I guess.
Okay.
What did you take pictures of?
I took a picture of myself smoking a cigar today, shirtless in my washroom.
Oh,
Can we see
god.
that? Can you please send that to me
Yeah.
so I can embed that in the video?
Yeah, you can make that like the thing for
That's
the video if you want.
hilarious. That's exactly
So
what I
you want
wanted.
me to get my phone? I'll
Yeah,
get my phone.
let's see what Vanessa's been Google searching.
I knew that was gonna come in handy when I did it.
That's hilarious. So Google searches. This is a vulnerable thing. The Google search. The Google search is vulnerable, and because it's not only going to pull up the most recent thing, it's going to pull up a bunch of stuff, more than likely on your Google search.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to pull up a bunch of results.
Oh, my boot
And-
just hit the microphone.
Here we go. So now we're going into her
Oh,
Google.
it's gonna be weird, dudes.
Jim, are you willing to pull up your Google search just for shits and giggles?
Yeah, I mean it's
So-
all I was cheating
so
on
I
an
just-
exam today, so it's all just like
Really?
yeah.
It's all just.
It's all just like, how do I appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada?
So
Okay, let's hear
so
it.
now, I have my Google open.
Okay, so then just hit search.
Like the little question mark.
There we go. So now.
Scotia Online. The guy that I went on a date with. Who's an actor in Halifax who might not want to say his name.
Okay, a name, another name plus wife. Is that an actor or something, or someone famous?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to grab it away from you.
Oh,
I'm
is
just
that
like,
who?
I'm getting so scared.
Yeah.
He is, he's on Facebook. He does, Midwestern comedy, Charlie Barron's.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
okay.
I'm really attracted to him, so I want to know if he had a wife.
That's so fucking funny.
Quarantine in Nova Scotia, because my mom was like, I'm trying to get home for Christmas, and she was like, you don't need to quarantine when you get back. I'm like, I think I do.
Where are you from?
Ottawa.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Ottawa. Aries love horoscope.
Never ends.
There you go. Old Navy.
Okay, the sadness is really coming out now.
Yeah, Cobequid Hospital, because I need to know what time they opened. Bob with bangs, because I want to get a bob with bangs.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a guy named Bob with,
With
bangs.
No.
That's even better.
Sophia Lauren Tarrant.
Oh,
Who's
is that a tarot card reader?
Yeah. Joe Biden is my next one.
Joe Biden wife.
This, I am so glad I brought this into the podcast. This is great.
This is great. You said it was lame. It's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
I love it.
Michael and Carly, which are okay. So I downloaded the song by Jimmy Eat World, which I've never heard before, which is weird because I'm a pop punk super fan. Here You
God,
Meet.
what the fuck is happening? We are the same person.
Yeah,
This is wild. Okay.
this is so wild. So have you ever heard the song "Here You Meet" by Jimmy
No.
Eat World? It's a very, very sad.
Aw.
Because I've been having the saddies, and it's about these two Weezer super fans who were the first fans of Weezer, like before they got famous, and then they let them stay at their place in LA when they would travel from Arizona. I think Weezer's from Arizona. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they tragically died in a car crash. Very sad. So all these like up and coming pop punk bands, which got really famous now, are like, credited these two sisters who helped them like, crash and like get kind of famous and like plug them in all like the LA clubs. And they unfortunately passed away.
Holy
so
shit.
I, of course, found out the reason or the meaning behind the song "Hear You Me," and I had to Google the sisters.
Wow.
I'm sorry that got really dark.
No, I'm gonna go down
No.
a train later tonight. That's great.
Yeah. Sorry, that was an address I had to go to the ambulance. Can we edit that?
Sarah, edit that.
out.
Bleep that.
How to delete Instagram stories is my final one.
Which one were you trying to delete?
Oh my god, I love that so much.
Which was it?
I do it. No, never mind.
Mine is so
Sorry, I
fucking
totally
lame.
didn't mean to grab that out of your hands. I was just like,
No,
there might
that's
be
fair.
some things on here.
I googled so the love witch costume, inches to feet. I always Google like converters and stuff.
You know me, I'm always Googling converters.
YouTube thumbnail size. Every time I have to Google it. Every time I make a YouTube thumbnail for like the video, I always forget, so I always have to Google it. How to do quick transitions on TikTok, which are like these TikTok videos where like the girl will like flip her hair and be in another outfit. Because I'm thinking about doing a TikTok with that. What else do I have?
Tori would probably know about that.
Self-employment hour tracker. Just trying to figure out a better way to like keep track of my hours as like a self-employed person.
Yeah.
Hurricane dream meaning. TikTok famous Starbucks drink.
What's up?
All these TikTokers order these crazy Starbucks drinks that are apparently like really good, but they piss off the fucking staff because they're like,
It's hard
"Can
to
I
make.
have an iced mocha with sweet cream, cold foam, and extra caramel drizzle?" And it's just like annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
To
just
them.
like, fuck you.
Yeah. Upload existing video to Reels. Oh, that was me trying to figure out Instagram Reels, which is like Instagram's TikTok.
Yeah.
Hair waiver. And Michael's. Yeah, so a little bit lame.
Michael's
Mine
like the
is
sword?
mine is
Okay,
way sadder.
Honestly, I was expecting mine to be sadder because I'm pretty
Joe
sure I'm
Biden.
sadder than you. We just have to have a sad off.
What's
later.
your Google? Oh,
Yeah, we've
It's-
all done it,
do you wanna
Jim.
do it?
Jim, we've all
All
done
right.
it.
three of us.
NS COVID-19 cases. Brata Jamaican jerk joint. 40-minute
Say that 10 times
timer.
fast.
Your address. And then like how to appeal to the Supreme Court of Canada, Section 1 of the Charter, 3 differences
Is that
between.
for your law
Yeah,
classes?
this is for my law class midterm I did today.
Yeah.
Bylaws, rule of law, doctrine of president, burden of proof, civil law, landlord and tenant law, Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
Ugh. A little
So
bit boring.
political.
Yours was the most boring, I think.
Yeah, mine was the saddest. Sarah's is the most. Like,
Yours was the funniest.
Sarah's
Yeah.
was like Pinterest.
What about the voice? Did you guys seriously not do voice memos? Because
No, I don't know what
okay.
that is.
I do for
If
like.
if
kind
you
of.
want me to make you feel better about being sad, I can play a sad voice memo.
Oh my god. Yes, please.
We're at
yes, please.
We
please.
are
Hit
we
me
are.
with the saddies.
Listen, we're 2 hours in, and I say this every time. If you're hearing this, you deserve to hear it because you listened to 2 hours of this fucking podcast. I have a bunch. I actually do record a lot of my jokes in here. When I come up with them, I'll voice record.
You'll say them, yeah.
Yeah, me saying them, which is interesting. Makes me want to listen back to like the early iterations. I got to be careful because there definitely is in a voice memo of me having an orgasm in here.
Like an actual one, or what you think it sounds like?
An actual one. Let's see. What can I play?
It's not with a gnome.
Okay,
is
I'll
it?
play this one. So this was when I was getting over somebody.
Oh, perfect.
And I was, oh God, this is embarrassing as fuck.
Hey, listen up, you. Listen up. This guy, you cannot make this guy love you. And he probably won't love you. And you are truly fooling yourself if you think he will date you. What this is a friendship that is also sexual.
Oh.
And that's what it is to him. He has no intentions of giving you the emotional support you need, giving you the commitment, giving you the effort. It's truly just a friendship that has a sexting component. It is nothing else. And
The saddest thing
you
ever.
really gotta stop wasting your time. Truly. You deserve to put your effort and energy into somebody who wants you back, and he doesn't want you back.
You are enough.
You are enough. You are enough.
Isn't that
You
wild?
are enough.
That was me
Yeah.
talking myself.
That is
That's
amazing.
dope. That was badass.
You know what?
Like, that was
Honestly,
fucking
you gotta
sick.
do it sometimes.
Yeah, I
Tell
should do
yourself
that
you're a
more.
dumb bitch. Get the fuck over it.
Should I do it right now?
Stop. Yeah, do it. Speak.
yourself you're
You
dumb.
have to speak to future Jim.
Hey, Jim. This is Jim on the Intoxicated Podcast. You're a dumb... What was it?
Dumb bitch.
You're a dumb bitch.
You dumb pussy boy.
You're a dumb pussy boy. Remember to go to CIBC tomorrow to get some loonies because you need to do laundry. Anyways, you're a dumb bitch. Bye.
I love that. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Now tomorrow you'll know not to be a dumb bitch, and you'll remember loonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
a
my gosh,
win-win.
the voice memos are amazing.
Do voice memos to yourself. It's
will.
very strange, but somehow works. I don't know. It's kind of like manifesting, but
It'll be like, don't snooze your alarm more than 15 times. You need to wake up and face the fucking day. You're not sleeping until 2 p.m. again.
God, I'm so bad at that.
Time is
too.
nigh.
All right, guys, 3 more questions for both of you, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. I ask this to every guest. So, something that you really dig about yourself, something that you like about yourself, because we're all about self-esteem on this podcast. We all,
Good.
especially performers right now, we need the self-esteem.
Yeah.
Something you don't like about yourself that like you're working on, like something that you're very aware of that you're like, I need to get better at this. I'm working on this. And an unpopular opinion. And that can be silly. That doesn't have to be like a controversial thing. I don't think anyone's gone controversial yet.
Well, we're going to loop back to what Liz told me to talk about at the beginning of this.
The unpopular opinion.
She's covering her eyes now.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, do you want to
I'll
start
go
with
first.
that?
So one thing I like about myself?
Yeah.
I like how I am very go with the flow. I feel like I can like very much make connections with a lot of people and bring a lot of people into my life and not, pass a lot of judgment, which I, think is very,
Motherfucking Aries queen over here.
Yeah, I have a lot of fucking Facebook friends.
Chaos
None of them wish me a happy
queen.
birthday though, so very upset about that. I just I'm very open to meeting new people and like having a large group of friends and just like having a lot of people around me that support me and love me. And like,
You're a people person.
I'm a people person.
Yeah.
Which segues into what I don't like about myself.
Okay.
Is I think I might be too much of a people pleaser and might put my needs or my self-care on hold.
We gotta have a sleepover.
Yes, please. Can we? I feel like
no, I think that's a problem a lot of people have.
With
A
this
lot
guy.
of guests on this podcast are people pleasers.
Yeah, I think a lot of artists in general are people pleasers, and I'm in the healthcare profession as well. That's a very people-pleasing job. And I always put other people's needs and wants.
Well, because I think because performers get their validation from reactions, right? So they're like, be happy, be laugh, like entertain, and there's this need to always be like on.
Yeah, like please like me.
Yeah,
which also stems from a fear of like being rejected or like not being liked. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jim. Oh, unpopular opinion.
It's
the
here
taco
it is.
thing. Let's hear it.
This is gonna get really gross and weird. I'm sorry.
I love this. We're at the very end.
Sure?
They deserve to hear it.
So Liz and I were talking about what we thought penises smelled like.
She's saying you specifically.
Me? Okay. So just I was talking about this by myself.
You're talking about what kind of penises you like?
No,
what they smell
What
like.
did you say?
Smell like.
What they smell like.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think my best comparison to what a dick smells like is when you smell a baby's head. Like the top of a baby's head.
And then it's been a while. It's been a while since I smelled either.
And I also so maybe I'll give you some context. I also think that a baby's head smells like when you're cooking Kraft dinner in a pot.
So you think a penis smells like when you're
before
cooking
the
Kraft
cheese?
dinner in a pot?
Before the cheese?
Before the cheese. Yeah.
Macaroni in the pot.
Yeah. Do you have copyright for that, Sarah?
Wet ass dick. Wad.
Wad.
So that's my unpopular opinion.
That's so
I don't know if
fucking
you have
funny.
a poll at the end of this. But you can
Oh,
vote or
I think I gotta comment on the Instagram post with what you think a dick smells like.
Please. Baby's head.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And you know what? The wild thing about that is, I have one, but I don't know what it smells like because I'm never like.
You're gonna go home and smell
remove
it
your
now.
2 lower ribs, like
Yeah,
Marilyn
I
Manson
gotta
did.
yeah, just to smell it, not even to.
Not to suck it, just to smell it.
Just to.
Just to corroborate what I just said.
Fuck, that's funny. Oh my
That's
god.
wild.
See, and I didn't know where that was going because when you were talking about tacos, I assumed you were talking about pussy.
Yeah, no,
That's where I thought it was
we were
going.
eating physical tacos.
Physical, as opposed to imaginary.
Imaginary kind of taco. Yeah, no, we were eating tacos at Antojos and talking about what we thought dicks smell like.
That's so fucking funny.
You know, girls night out. Margarita Mondays.
Okay, Jim, something you love, something you hate.
I try to be a good person.
Mm-hmm. You're a very good person. Actually, like, I would
Yeah.
say, like, genuine, like, and I genuinely say this because with some people I do question it, but not only are you very nice in person, but like you've reached out to me a number of times, like about depression stuff, which is very, very appreciated. Not everyone does that. It's something people don't talk about a lot. And you seem to follow a lot of like really good like causes and like feminism things, and like you seem to give a shit where giving a shit means the most. You know what I mean? So
Thank you.
That's definitely a good thing about you for sure. Not everyone's like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I need to clean my room more. It's bad.
Disaster, man.
You're
It's
messy?
really, yeah. It's
How
really
messy are we talking? Because like I feel like I'm cluttered but not dirty. Like I have a lot of clutter, but
Your apartment's very cute. I love it.
it's pretty cluttered though.
Well, okay.
Trust
well,
me,
if
I'm
you
a
saw,
paramedic.
yeah.
Housing cluttered.
And it's always,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I love messy people because they make me feel better about how
Yes.
messy I am.
And also, sometimes the messiest people are like the most genius people or like creative
Yep.
people that you will ever meet.
Exactly.
Absolutely, because all of our energy is going into
Jim's
other things.
a genius.
We're enabling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really
This is
not
what I'll
good.
say.
Jim's head's not going to be able to fit out the
It's
fucking
really-
door
it's
when
not.
he leaves.
If you have a girl coming over, clean that shit up a bit.
Yeah.
That is
But otherwise,
generally-
just live your truth.
That's generally when I do that.
Yeah. We're great motivators for that, but sometimes they still don't.
You guys should do one where paramedic stories. That would be good.
Oh,
I
I'd
feel
love
like
that. If you're willing to talk about it.
I'm willing
some
to.
funny
We
ones,
gotta be
right?
very careful with like some confidentiality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we can. A paramedic podcast would be good. I have some very funny coworkers that I work with who would very much like to go on a podcast.
Oh my god,
Shout out to Naz.
that'd be so
My
fun.
work homie.
Yeah. So you're messy. So you like that
Messy.
you're a good person. You don't like that you're. What about an unpopular opinion? Do you have anything that you think that like the majority of people disagree with?
I should be the president of the United States.
I think most people would agree with that.
Most people
Yeah.
love President Jim.
If all you have is a messy room as your secrets,
Yeah.
that's like a pretty good starting point.
I'm also killed.
Yeah. This is when Jim drops like the most controversial, unpopular
Yeah.
opinion ever.
Do I? I don't know. Like, I'm a socialist. Does that count?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. Fucking. Oh God. Okay.
Or like, is there something that a lot of people love that you just fucking hate?
Pineapple on pizza? Is that hack?
I love pineapple
Yeah.
on pizza.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
one of mine.
That's a hack.
I feel like that's something that people are so passionate about, and
I will get angry about it.
I'm 100% pro pineapple on pizza,
Yeah.
and I'm pro pineapple on nachos. Fight me, fucking
Bitch,
try
let's
it.
have a sleepover right now. Let's
Fucking
make some nachos.
Try it. And hot tip: the best nachos in Halifax, Alexander's Pizza or the Nachos Supreme. They not only have a fuck ton of toppings on them, they don't fucking skimp, but they have pineapple on their nachos, and it's fucking delicious.
Do you know what I put on my nachos? Pickles and barbecue sauce with like a bunch of other toppings.
Now
too.
we're getting crazy.
Now that's an unpopular.
Am I not allowed
Yeah,
back on
that
the show?
that is. We have took it too far.
Yeah.
I put pickles on everything, man.
Step back. Oh, okay.
Ooh, you got one.
I'm not a huge one night stand person.
Oh, okay.
Not that I guess I don't like hate it, but like I'm just not like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, which is
it's
because
just
you're a good
like
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just the best.
Yeah. Jim's not a one night stand.
Jim won't sleep with you one time. He'll sleep with you 4 times.
4 times.
And then, yeah.
He's a 4-night
He's a
stand.
4-night stand person.
Yeah. Or he needs to know you for 10 years before.
Yeah.
before he does like,
When everyone I sleep with has to sign a contract. No.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah. That's
No, that's
probably
a good
it.
one. Yeah. That's awesome. Guys, this was lovely.
This is very lovely.
The other thing I was going to suggest if you wanted to hang out more was to do a Tinder takeover.
Yes.
But like maybe
What is
we
that?
Well, that's when I pass my phone over to you guys and you can comment on what you see.
You ever see that with like Eric Andre and Hannibal Buress? They do one of those. Is that the type of thing
Yeah,
you're doing?
yeah, they do. Yeah. We're not going to actually show what is being swiped on just based on privacy, but you can describe the person and make fun of them. So pretty much.
Amazing. I would love to be.
If you guys wanna take it over for a bit. This
Right
is my
now?
Tinder. This is my Tinder. We can do some swiping and then we'll close it out.
Okay, Brady, what do we think? Shooters shoot is his.
And we all know how to comment on him. We all know how to use Tinder, right? So remember to see more.
He looks like he might
Do not
have,
swipe up. No super likes unless you get my
like
permission.
his parents might be paying his rent, but that's.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into that.
What is there a bio?
Shooters shoot. Yeah.
Shoot or
shoot?
Shooters
Shoot? Like pool?
Shooters shoot?
Like pool?
I don't know.
Is there only one picture?
Nope.
No, there's more.
Jim's just bad at Tinder.
I mean, he's good looking.
I was looking through them
You get
earlier.
free passes at 23 though. Fuck.
That's too young. What are ages set at?
Mine is so I'm 33.
Yeah.
What is my age set at? That's a good question.
Hey, no judgment.
I think I did lower it because I was crushing on someone.
Hey.
Yeah, I gotta raise that up a little bit.
I mostly a comedian of mine.
We are 30 to 55 now.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like she had a good point. She's like, sometimes I lower the age range. I just want to see if the guy I like is swiping on women my age.
Yep. No, that's totally fair. And even if you like someone who's younger, you're like, realistically, would it
I'm
ever?
I'm okay to go younger. I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, I just want to have fun. Girls just.
I feel like that's what lonely single people in their 30s tell themselves, though. I still just want to have fun when really you're like, I want a cottage, I want a life insurance policy, maybe a couple kids, like in a
You're
couple
so
years.
fucking right because we're told we have to not want it and we have to like.
If you're single, it's fun being single. Just have fun. No, you want a fucking family.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Should we ask him if his parents pay his rent?
I mean, he's cute. I'd swipe right on him.
Swiping
But
right.
let's find some weirdos in here.
Aaron, 34, kind of a weirdo. With those glasses, I don't know. Oh. He's wearing those glasses and like a lot of them. He's wearing really fast glasses and it's kind of freaking me out a bit.
A little concerning.
Yeah. Fitness, adventures, outdoors, dog dad, homeowner.
Oh.
I think that's
someone has their hands full with responsibilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swipe right there.
Oh,
It's a match!
I love the reaction every time that there's a match.
I'm going.
Just say homeowner! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
Do you like that like kind of side swipe hair under
Am
the
I
hat
allowed to say
thing?
people's
Yeah.
names?
Yeah.
So he
First
has,
name. Yeah.
He has no
Yeah,
pictures.
we've been doing that so far.
Well, I guess it's Tinder, so it's open to the public anyways. But he has no pictures without a hat on. So I'm worried that he has this like emo side sweep with like just a raging in the middle.
That is a genuine concern.
Like, but there's no pictures without his hat on.
Yeah.
So
He's got action
yeah,
figures.
here's the thing, guys. You gotta take some without the hat. But I will say sometimes a hat can save a dude.
True.
Like where you're like,
sorry, I accidentally liked him. I didn't mean
great.
to do that.
Was it a match?
Nope. Sorry. Can't even get the guy who wears hats and all his pictures to like.
Validation.
Chris works out at the gym and has a truck covered in mud as well as his face.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Look at that photo.
Do not swipe right on that. Is there a bio? No.
Excavation from Cape
Oh,
Breton.
read the bio.
A dad to 2 kiddos. I like training at the gym and food. More of a homebody than a bar scene fella, but will go out for occasions. Can bitch watch Netflix or go adventuring.
Ugh.
Oh, there's an option to recommend someone to a friend. I didn't even know that's.
Yeah, you can. I've never done it. I don't think.
I'm gonna recommend a
I
video.
I wish there was an opposite feature. I want a different feature on Tinder where it's I think your friend and your photo is hot, not you.
Yeah. Just like circle who you actually want in the picture.
Yo, write that down.
Seriously, yeah. as
Write
a
that
joke.
down. Yeah.
Okay. I'll fucking. Oh, you have my phone. I can't write it down, Jim.
Yep.
No. Give yourself a voice memo.
Should I do a quick voice memo really quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Tinder feature where it's you think their friend is hot. Okay, how did I say it before? This is why you can't lose things.
There's a recommend to a friend feature on Tinder. I would like a feature where you can ask for the friend in one of their photos.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell them that you think that their friend is hot, pretty much.
Yeah.
Make
I
a
think
joke out of that.
somebody actually asked me that. They're like, "Who's the blonde girl in your picture?" And I was like,
Really? Holy
Yeah.
shit, dude.
I mean,
That's a
it's
long
one of
time
those
ago.
things where if it was done to me, I would be highly offended.
Yeah.
But also, I want to do it to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There have been times where, like, you know, like the first picture is like 2 people, and you're like, I hope it's that person, and then you like scroll to the next picture, and it's like the person that you didn't want, and you're like, yeah.
All right. Tinder's wild. So let's comment on this, guys.
Oh, I like the beard.
Scroll through though.
Ooh, Tyler, beard. Okay. I don't like these like mirror shots.
I
when
know.
It's just like
No face.
Your jacket. Like,
I wear jackets.
He keeps warm.
He's got a
Welcome
he's
beard.
Insulated. He's got a beard. He wears his seatbelt.
Does he have a description?
Which is a good safety measure.
Tall and bearded is like the first thing.
Like so that's all he's going on.
Is there?
He's got a motorcycle.
Lots of motorcycle dudes in
Do you
your
like
Rolodex
adventures?
here.
I'm kind of with Whitney Cummings in that I don't want to date a guy with a motorcycle because that's just like they're gonna die.
Okay, so we're gonna Tyler.
It's just an added risk.
And he's already
Yeah.
27, so that's it's getting up there. We're gonna exit on you, Tyler. Oh, Jay, 32. Oh, he looks nice. He's a nice smile.
Does look nice.
Doctoral candidate. Is that how you say that?
Doctoral.
I thought you were gonna say doctor. I'm like, yeah, I need one.
Doctoral candidate.
He's a candidate.
University of, let's find out more. Windsor.
Oh wow.
I think that's Windsor, Ontario, not Windsor, Nova Scotia. But
Don't think they have one in Windsor.
yeah, I think this is the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So he travels.
He travels.
Cool.
Does it say how tall he
Bit
is?
of a flight risk.
I don't care much about height. And Mitch made
Very
fun of me for
clever.
this because on one of Mitch's episodes, I said that I don't care about height. But then I said right after that, as long as he's not shorter than me. But really,
We're short though. We're short people.
that's the thing. That's what I meant by it. I'm like, if he's shorter than me. I love Nikki Glazer's joke about how with short guys, you get a hot guy on discount because they're short.
It's so true. Oh, someone replied to your story. So this person is a Canadian psych PhD student.
Fix me.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking that. I was like, fix me. Tell me what's wrong with me.
He is really the same person.
He is. I liked him for you. It's not a match, but hopefully in the future he will come across your profile. So this guy is
Adam's
on a
got a
paddleboard.
watermelon shirt.
He's standing by a cannon. There's never a full picture of his face, which makes me weary that the other half of his face is completely disfigured. So don't know. Yeah.
Yo, what? The fuck?
Wow, that's bad.
That's
Jim, is this enlightening?
It's like
to
like
the shit
Tom
that we
Cruise
see
in Vanilla Sky. Oh,
That's okay.
Do you guys want to see my profile?
Yeah, I do. How do we? Yeah, pull up yours. Laid back, fun guy with a great career. Enjoy playing sports, spending time with friends, and my little buddy Cruz. Okay, I mean it's
is that
generic.
the dog.
That's
or
a dog.
The son?
He's 33. He went to the same college as me. I'm gonna swipe. We're gonna check out Jim's now.
We're not gonna check out Vanessa's.
Do you want to check? Can we see yours?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta do both of you.
You gave in so quickly.
Yeah. I have a really funny pun in mind, so I want to share it with the world.
What you got, Jim?
I gotta enter my email.
Oh, we get to see ladies.
Mo.
No.
What's the verify your profile thing?
Are you like famous as fuck?
I will
Okay,
be.
we got how is
I
that an
will
old
be.
picture?
It's
It still
a
looks
couple
like
of months ago.
That's good,
Yeah.
though.
I'm always worried that I'm catfishing people.
See, this is good because it's you see you.
What do you mean? That's you.
This doesn't look like me. That used to look like me. Well, this was only like literally a year ago, but I had long hair. So
That looks like you.
that was like me.
These are you. I like.
Absolutely.
It's not really. It's not.
Great. That's great. She's got the gender bender.
That's me.
That's a hot pick.
Thank you.
You gotta get these on
Like
Insta.
the hot mom from Stranger. I'm like what's her name? Who plays the mom in Stranger Things?
Oh, what, Winona Ryder?
Yeah.
Winona
And then I had
Ryder.
like
I'm
very
passcode.
short hair for a while.
Oh, I know. I like it. I like it.
So you want to?
Yeah, I wanna read.
Yeah, there you go.
Vanessa, a friend once asked me if I was obsessed with Wonderwall. I said maybe.
Oh boy.
What does yours fucking say?
Student by day.
Says I love playing around with a football.
That's dumb.
Because I have a picture where I'm playing around with a football.
Oh, that's great. That's funny. I like it.
It's funny.
It's funnier than mine.
Jim has a stand-up picture. He has a non-selfie picture of him, which is a good opener. That's not a selfie.
This? Oh yeah.
And then we got stand-up. I'm funny. And I do
Stand
stand-up.
up. Playing around with the football.
silly football picture, which is fine because it's in with other good ones.
And then hanging out with friends.
Hanging out with friends.
And then also you get to see what I look like with short hair.
Jack Power.
Yeah.
Jack Power.
Oh, fuck.
Shout out to
passcode.
Jack Power.
Forget that people have passcode situations.
I don't.
I want to
and
finish
really
reading your
should.
profile thing.
Yeah, it's not exciting, but I will. I opened up with a pun and then.
Open up with a pun, and then you said.
Also, I've had this profile for literally 10 years. I have not changed it.
Student by day. See, and my ass went to say pandemic by night, but it's paramedic by night. Cat and karaoke enthusiast. I once played a greasy dude from the 70s, and okay, play. I like that.
Yeah, it's like she's quirky.
No, that's a good. You're
She's
both.
quirky.
She's a 4, but she's funny.
Do we get to see yours?
I mean, if you want, I forget what I did to revamp it since the last podcast guest took it over. Where's my Tinder? Why can't I find anything?
It's one with 15 notifications.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I'm bad at this, truly. And it's a slutty picture starting
Oh, girl, hot damn.
It's a slutty
No, I love it.
You gotta catch them. You can't. And there's
You gotta trap
nachos.
'em. You
There's
gotta trap
nachos in it. There's nachos. I have a podcast.
Your podcast.
There's a nice.
Damn, girl.
I mean, I tried
You
to
should do a picture with this guy.
I tried to include non-selfies.
Where are the nachos?
But I don't have any.
What are you talking about? In the first one. Okay, I see.
So
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I need more friend shots, I think. I don't have enough friend shots in there. There's professional pics and selfies.
They all look good, though. It looks like you.
Yeah.
I think so. I think a lot of women have the legitimate fear that we're catfishing.
Because, you put your camera up to take a selfie and you're all, angled and, you're like, this is the good side of my face. And,
we all want to capture the best versions of ourselves.
Absolutely.
What
Dancing on My Own, Robin. That's a good one.
Yes, it's my
Dancing on My Own
jam.
by Robin? Okay, I think we're...
You guys gonna fuck after this?
I think we should just... Seriously.
We totally should.
Dancing on My Own is what I cry myself to sleep to.
Well, you gotta listen to the Kelly Clarkson live version cover.
Oh, no, the Robin version, though. The Robin radio edit is the best version. Though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, you guys. We're at 2.5 hours of this shit.
Whoa.
We went.
Are you gonna use all that?
I mean, we'll see, Jim. I'm gonna listen back.
I think
but probably.
You do have some good bits.
Probably. I don't edit too much unless it's really fucking off. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
It was really fucking good. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, we gotta remind
thank you so
everybody. Okay, so you have to stream and download. What's the name of the EP again?
We're bringing Daddy back.
We're bringing Daddy back. Put the cover art right here, right here. You can get that.
I think it's Spotify, Google Play.
All the places I mentioned in the intro because it'll be out by then and I'll know where it is.
Yeah, thank you. I should have it together. Okay.
Yeah. And what about social media? Can they follow you guys on Instas?
Yeah. Yeah, do I just say my Insta handle?
Yeah.
Yes. You want me to say it for you?
Yeah. Sarah,
I'll say it
do
for
it.
you.
Okay, guys, I literally got Instagram 3 weeks ago.
I
I'm a
love
grandma.
it. But you're going to amp it up and then you're going to get an OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's the dream.
Halloween.
Surprise ending. I'm a grandma.
Let's find you. So sort by latest. So you are at... So it's Vanessa Allen, but you can find her at v.allen90, and that's VVEE dot.
Everyone has my name.
Allen with an E as well.
Yeah.
90.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah. For the year you were
yeah.
born because you were 30.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for reminding
Oof.
me.
Yeah, really.
I'm 33. I'm allowed to say
We've
it.
already dug in deep tonight, okay?
Yeah,
We're going in.
Going in. And Jim.
Jimmer98 on Instagram, and then I have a Facebook page because I'm in with the hot sites. Jim Temple comedy.
I just love this image of you. This captures your essence.
This
right
is
here.
me. This is who I am.
Follow these insanely talented people. Listen to this EP.
Thank you.
For real, because you're both so goddamn talented. And yeah, stay up to date with them. What about comedy shows? Well, I mean, obviously, like, you're at any given open mic.
Headlining Snigs this Sunday. Well,
Shut the fuck up, seriously?
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh, it's this
doesn't-
Sunday. It won't-
yeah,
it
so
won't
it
matter.
doesn't. Yeah.
He would have headlined it.
Wait. So when does it come out?
It'll be coming out on, so not this Friday, but next, so the 16th.
16th. So come to L's tomorrow.
Oh.
For the student death relief show. It's some of Halifax's youngest comics.
That's a great idea.
Doing some comedy in a great venue.
Nice.
That is triggering for me, someone in their 30s. But you know what? You gotta support. You gotta support the young kids.
It's a character. You sound like Donald Trump, right?
Really? Yeah.
You gotta.
You gotta support them. I don't know what accent I'm doing. It's just my like.
It's like a weird
just
Midwestern.
comes out.
Yeah.
Midwestern, but also kind of like almost Jersey. It has
Yeah.
like a Jersey sass.
Jersey.
Gotta
Yeah.
support the kids.
I love it. I want to learn to do. I just want to learn from you both. You're both so great. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And you get the pleasure. You got to tag team the spell. Both of you have to ring at the same time. You got to use your hands, though. Your hands, both of you.
Your hands. Your hands.
There you
Gotta
go.
do it with your hands.
1, 2, 3. Ding.
Got a little too enthusiastic with the phone ringing.
All right, we're done.